we are here. I'm stressing unnecessarily about if I updated my live stream thumbnail on this phone, because like I have this sort of I don't know, I'm trying to do a thing where I do Whopper Wednesday every Wednesday, so then I have this like snazzy thumbnail to show that it's coming up, but then I want to have like a real live in action type of thumbnail that I replace it with. This might be making no sense. I updated my thumbnail on this phone, but it's not working on, when I went on my YouTube account on the phone that I'm live streaming from, it was still showing the old thumbnail, and that just, the OCD tendencies of that get to me about it not being the way that I wanted it to be. Let me just check on this end of things. Oh, okay, no, it updated on this. That's the latest thumbnail right there. Okay, I got 2 Whoppers today because I'm hungry. And I had some things to talk about, I guess. But first I just want to take my coat off because this coat is a little bit restrictive. Also, I can take the seatbelt off. I think all my lives in my car, I've kept my seatbelt on. I think, maybe not. I don't know. I was just in the drive-thru. That's probably why. Because I was like just driving, but I'm not doing the crown today. I have the crown. Do I? Like, I didn't want to do it because my hair. I have this snazzy clip. Look at this clip. You see the skeleton clip in my hair. It's blocking the crown. Maybe I could expand it and make it bigger. But do you know what's ridiculous? Okay, I gotta wait till there's more than 2 people to say the things I'm gonna say, because I'm probably just like craving attention from the childhood trauma, and that's why I do these live streams, to just like tell things to people that are attentive in a way, almost like. Anyways, okay. Hi, Henry. How are you doing today? Should I wear the crown? It's not working. Let's put it on the biggest size. It's got to fit over the clip. Good. What are you up to? Did you know that this is unsponsored, but Burger King should sponsor me? We're here on a Wednesday at 11 a.m. because you can get a Whopper from Burger King for $4 Canadian. I don't know how much it is American. Or I don't know where Henry is. So, hi, sorry, guy. Sorry, I said that wrong. I know I did. Soraya, Virginia. Cool name. Hi, how are you doing? Okay. Okay, we fit the hat. It just like flattens out my hair though after when I take the hat off. It messes up the hair. So where's the Burger King logo? Where's the Burger King logo? Okay. That looks really crazy now. Let's flatten the hair out. Do you know what's crazy though? Speak Spanish. Okay, Spaniel. I'm from British Columbia, Canada. And I'm in the Burger King parking lot. Does anyone know about not much English? Well, you're doing just fine. I think you're doing just fine. But honestly, if I get rambling, it might make absolutely no sense to you, because it tends to not make sense to people whose first language is English. So I'm sorry if that happens. Okay, this looks stupid. I'm not going to do the crown today. And I just wanted to say though, okay, I got to look it up on this other phone. So Burger King, if you don't know, Burger King is a fast food burger place similar to McDonald's. They had a purple burger inspired by the Addams Family. It was called Wednesday's Whopper because the burger is called a Whopper from Burger King. That's what it's called. I'm not gonna say that word that someone's telling me to say because the last time that happened, it was a bad word in German, and I feel like that's a bad word in not German but a different language. Ken, greetings, fellow Canadian. Ken is in Alberta, so he knows what the Burger King's all about, I would think. So Wednesday's Whopper is this purple burger. I don't think it was part of the, I don't think it was part of, okay, wait, let me find the best photo. So it was a purple burger. That was not part, I think, of Whopper Wednesday, although it's kind of deceiving because it's called Wednesday's Whopper, and every Wednesday you can get a Whopper for $4, except for this fancy special one. I believe it was on for a limited time, and I thought, are you a lesbian? I'm not, but I almost question that sometimes because I get that a lot, from actual a couple lesbians actually thought I was also lesbian, and one actually asked me, they were like, are you sure? Like, they pressed me on it because of the vibe that I'm giving. I understand. Today I wanted, okay, God, I want to finish the Whopper thing, the purple Whopper. I was concerned that this had like sketchy food dye in it because it's purple, but I looked it up and it's made from purple potatoes. You look gorgeous. Well, thank you. Canada's the GOAT. Thanks, Henry. I think SawCon is coming to Canada this year. You going to what is that? What is... Sorry, I'm paranoid people are trying to trick me, so I'm like, is that something inappropriate? Is it people are like, oh, say this, say that, but obviously it's not. It's I'm on Reddit here. SawCon 2024. Is this a music festival? They're not explaining what it is. SawCon. Oh, like the Saw movies. Is it a Saw movie marathon kind of thing? Nope. SawCon is the premier conference for disruptive technology in the enterprise. You're probably answering this right now and I'm ignoring you. Tomorrow is my birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Rahul. Please finish my Whopper. Huh. You Matrix Reeves! Oh, dude, I didn't even think of that. I'm really vibing with the 90s male aesthetic. I'm wearing kind of like, it's inspired by Kurt Cobain in a way because I'm wearing pajama pants. Did he wear pajamas? This is a full, actually, this outfit was sourced from the men's section at Walmart. The entire... This is like a men's thermal shirt, and then okay, I got the gold chain too. So I want to get glasses that aren't sunglasses, like this shape, but real glasses, but I don't need glasses, so I got to find out how I can do that because I want to give like the 90s male aesthetic. I'm just feeling like it's giving Ashton from the 90s or something, like Pokemon Ashton almost in a way, but not, but it, like, or the was anime. I'm not into anime at all, so, but the chain and the, like, also just like the nerdy-ish, but scrawny kind of guy in pajamas, like sort of greasy hair. My hair tends to get greasy. I don't know, when I'm on camera, it tends to be greasy. I just don't shower regularly enough, probably, but okay, don't tell anyone, stop. Okay. I wanted to finish the story about the purple Whopper burger. You can't even get them on Whopper Wednesday. It's like its own thing and way more expensive than the discounted Whopper, but Halloween's tomorrow. Halloween hasn't happened yet, and the purple Whopper burger was inspired by had this like Addams Family promo stuff going on at Burger King. And I asked today in the drive-thru, I just said, can I get the purple burger for the Whopper discount, and then she's like, we're not serving that anymore. It was a limited time thing. Why would you not just continue it until Halloween? That bugs me. That bugs the neurotic part of my brain that's like, it's not gelling together. It's not, there's something wrong with that. Like, why wouldn't you just keep the purple spooky Addams Family Halloween inspired burger until Halloween is actually over? But you can't even get it anymore, because you know what, I considered paying the extra amount just to make this live fun, to have the purple burger in inspiration of Halloween. I almost did that, but they don't have it. Okay, I gotta catch up, because where's Josh to keep me in line with the chat? And I need to make him a moderator. Saransh is from India. I'm from BC, Canada. Going to Abbotsford next week. Oh, Ken is traveling to the British Columbias of Canada. He's in Alberta. Abbotsford's a city in British Columbia, you guys. If you didn't know, educate yourself. No one cares about Canada, I know, but they kind of do when Trudeau is kind of screwing up our country. That's when people care. So, but yeah. Okay. Back again with my second favorite Canadian. Who's the first favorite? I want to know. But you don't have to tell. You still in Jim Jams? Ha! The pajamas, get your own. Oh my gosh, guys, I didn't expect it to be this busy today. I expected there to be like 3 people. Ramblings of a Lala lady who can understand if I tried. I know. Love Whoppers, yum yum. What do you do? I gotta try to. It's so hard to keep with the live and actually do the Whopper eating. Dye your hair gray, you'll look older, nicer. Can you please apologize for slavery? I don't vibe with that. Like, that is somehow my fault just because of the color of my skin. So I'm not gonna be apologizing. Is that just like a funny troll, James? You like Five Guys or Wendy's? I went to Five Guys once. It's kind of pricey, but it's good because it's like more gourmet burgers. So I would prefer that. Also, Wendy's, there's a little bit of slight PTSD, but no, I don't know. That was my first job when I was 15, and I was like quite mentally ill and having panic attacks like on shift, all shift. So Wendy's, it like is ruined for me because of that happening. Do you remember me? Where's the guy, by the way? Oh, Sean, Dory. Hello, Dory. Welcome again. Sean is sleeping because he's not a morning person, but I'm here at 11 a.m. Get my Whoppers. I got 2 and I got to try to eat them. Okay. It's just annoying that they don't come with cheese in a way. And it's like, do you want cheese? And it's for $1 extra just for the cheese, $1 or bacon. They're like, do you want cheese and bacon on that? Obviously not. I'm here for the $4 Whopper. I'm not here to pay $2 extra for, I guess bacon is pretty pricey, or like I can see the dollar for the bacon, but just processed cheese, don't they just use processed cheese on this shit? Like Kraft singles, you're gonna make me pay $1 a slice. Like, what is the profit margins of that? No, I wasn't trolling. Look what your ancestors did to us. This is the thing also, by just like, oh, the white people, it's their fault. I'm half Greek, so what you're talking about doesn't even, but like, I don't think the British white people should be blamed, or the American white, like, descendants of their ancestors. That it's just obvious common sense that it's like, how is that shit their fault? You're not alive, but it's your fault somehow. It was your fault even though you weren't alive. Like, it's your fault. So but obviously it was horrible what people did, whatever, but it's like not my fault. I'm sorry. It's not gonna be my fault. It's like, I'm half Greek, 10% native, and then I don't even know what the percentage of British is, but like, I'm more not white British in a way. But that doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even matter. But just like the ridiculousness of it all, of like, oh, you're white and you suck. Just to put it out there, it's like, I'm not even part of the things that you're saying. So anyways, or I'm not even like ethnically tied to it, besides the smaller percentage of the whatever. Like, we're all fucking people at this point. We're all people, guys. Anyways, that was a tangent that I didn't need to spend that much time on. Beautiful hair things. It's getting a little bit greasy. Chicken fries are the best. What are chicken? Oh, that must be like chicken, like fingers, but shaped as fries. Is that what some people just call chicken fingers chicken fries? Or is it a different thing? How many genders are there? Not infinity. Not infinity. Quit eating the fast food. Check the nitrates and filters they put in processed foods. Yes, I'm aware of it all. I'm aware of the I shouldn't be eating this, but I've tried to just not eat any of it, and it got really OCD insane. Like, it went extreme, and then I had all this anxiety about the chemicals of everything everywhere. So then I just had to add a little bit of balance in my life. But I'm not like promoting eating fast food at all. But okay, I failed at the Whopper diet, but last Wednesday, I talked about doing the Whopper diet, where it was like I would just reserve fast food to, like, once a week I would have a Whopper once a week, and then outside of that I would eat healthy and clean. But I had a really bad migraine one day. It's no excuse. I could have stuck to it, but I was at a low point one day this week, and I had a migraine that lasted like 3 days, just about. And then I was feeling really like nauseous and just disgusted by healthy foods, which is not, I know I need to like cleanse my palate, and the healthy foods will be more palatable, but it was specifically because I was feeling so ill and sick, and I think I might have had a protein overload too, or just in general, I just want some sort of like fruit smoothie thing, or just something easy to eat when I'm sick. I'm on a tangent now, but so anyways, yeah, I broke the Whopper diet, and my partner Sean got me McDonald's when I was just in painful agony there, and but I'm still striving to do the Whopper diet, and because I just believe in balance, you know. I had, what's the eating disorder where it's like obsessive about eating healthy? I had that. I did the carnivore diet for like 90 days. Like, I just ate beef for 90 days because it was like, what can you even eat now? Like, the plants have like pesticides in them, and this and the. So I went crazy with different diets. Son shouldn't be punished than the father. I never owned slaves, and you were never on a plantation. Exactly, yeah. The son shouldn't be punished for the sins of the father. Yeah, it's two different people. Like, we're not going to be enmeshing everyone with, like, they're the exact same, like, they're the actual person just because they carry some of their genes. They're not the same person. When is the vacation to Bali? Yes. Okay. Bali is in Indonesia, I learned. Not India. Do you know what it was? I was like self-conscious about how stupid I looked after that, but it doesn't matter. Who cares what people think of me? But I was like, is Bali? I don't think it's in India at all, but it just like feels like it. It's because of Bollywood. It's because of Bollywood. I realized that after that live. I'm like, I was thinking just Bollywood. It was just like India, you know, but obviously Bali's in Indonesia. We learned that one live. How could you be bribed to style that shirt like a crop top? Hey, could you be bribed to style that shirt like a crop top? I can't. I gotta keep the body warm. It's getting I need to stop talking so fast. It's getting chilly. Alien, yes. Hello, my fellow alien friends here. I don't know if you remember, but my economics exam went great. Oh, the economics. Okay, I totally remember, Dory. Excuse me. Sean, I think, was more monitoring the chats, and I can't remember what live that was. I might have been like dancing under a sheet, like as a ghost, or being weird. So I didn't put the name to the situation, but congratulations to Dory on the economics exam. They were studying for, they had like hardly any time, and they were trying to get all their studying in on also having like no sleep. So good job. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Happy birthday, Charlotte, from England and Israel. Awesome. You interested in gaslighting? Talking about gaslighting, Mr. Fahrenheit, who's been around. Yes. I'm covering where the city is that I live in because I rented this from the library, but this is the book we're still reading. Almost done. Look at how much I have left. Almost done. And then this is the one that I already started because I just like couldn't help myself because I was getting bored of the gaslighting. I'm still interested, but I was just like, okay, let's just finish the book. But I started this one, which is really interesting. Sociopath, a Memoir by Patrick Gang. She is a sociopath and like talking about it and how she figured that out. But yeah, I actually wanted to get another book on gaslighting. I just wanted to read all the gaslighting books I could to just really hit it home with the gaslighting, like understanding it fully. And but yeah, that book's really good because it talks about your part in it, which is very helpful. Not one black person has ever been a slave, nor their parents, so why the hell would you need an apology? Yeah, talking about me apologizing for slavery, whatever. This person, I don't know if I need to like read out all the, Jesus. It's sad that there's like, we should also focus on, instead of trying to get the white people that had nothing to do with the slavery at the time that was happening to apologize, instead of trying to do that, we should be focusing on the forms, the horrific forms of slavery that are happening to this day, like human trafficking for one, other forms of slavery in other parts of the world, you know. So I gotta keep up with the chat here. Could you mean chicken fries at Burger King? Try them. Okay, Ken, I will have to try those sometime. Do you like mustard? Yep, I have mustard in the burger. What part of the movie The Matrix is this? I need to watch the rest of the Matrixes. I watched the first and did a reaction and then never edited it. Or never finished editing it, and maybe that'll get posted at some point, but it's evolution economics playing out simultaneously. Where did you get that? Okay, oh my god. I got the burger from Burger King. McDonald's! Oh my god, McDonald's in the chat. It's obviously not like the official McDonald's account, but what if it was? What if it was? I'm sorry, McDonald's. I was actually going to get a McFlurry instead of the Whopper because I've been craving a McFlurry for days. But then I got hungry and I was like, I got it. It's Whopper Wednesday. Like, I got to do the Whopper. So maybe we can do McFlurry Monday, but not because I'm trying. I don't want to just fill my gut with all the fast food, right? But I could take a break from Whopper Wednesday and then I could do the McFlurry diet, which is just like one McFlurry every Monday, McFlurry Mondays. And then outside of that, eating really clean and healthy. So yeah, you can have it now and then. I'm a type 1 diabetic. I even let myself cheat meal once a month. Yeah, ultra processed food causes anxiety, depression. I agree with Eric, which is why like I try to keep it to a minimum, but I believe it exacerbates my anxiety, depression. Like, eating the most healthiest ever could probably, and exercising all the time. I gotta go to the gym after this. The food is so important, the sleep, the exercise, like a lot of that stuff I feel like would absolve people of at least 50% of their anxiety and depression. But I also do think not processing emotions, like unprocessed trauma and stuff like that, also causes the anxiety, depression. So it's not like all the food only. It's a bit of different things. I don't know, migraine's gonna last that long. Damn. Yeah, the migraine, it's like I took Tylenol, it went away, and then I'm so behind on the chat. Oh my god, 50 Pippi, what is going on? I thought this time was gonna be like the worst time to live. I'm like, no one's gonna be. For me, it's 11 a.m. on a freaking Wednesday. I don't have a job besides YouTube and other things that I do that aren't paper money job type of 9 to 5 type of thing, you know. But it's like, yeah, I'm like, people are working. How could I expect people to like be on this live when people are working? But it's maybe different time zones and stuff. So I'm gonna have to just skip to the bottom because I'll never get through this. I'm sorry. I skipped to the bottom and then I'm going to Matrix cosplay. That is because, did the Matrix come out in the 90s? Can someone tell me? I'm trying to do 90s, like 90s 20s male vibe. I don't know. I'm catching up on the other comments that I scrolled past because I was getting overwhelmed. Glasses are giving Cyclops from X-Men. People liking the glasses today. Coming back to you again. Do they wear green tint though in the Matrix? Because you can get these on Temu in green tint as well. So I'm like, ooh, maybe I should do the green. What's your favorite canceled celebrity? Let's think. Which celebrities have been canceled? It's hard to narrow it down because I feel like it's been a lot. And my favorite, it's just hard. Yeah, my OCD makes me want to sniff muriatic acid fumes, but I freaking know better. Get some willpower and don't blame a condition like anxiety or OCD. It's plain weakness. Don't blame a condition like anxiety or it's weakness. Your opinion is welcome here. Like, I welcome all opinions, but I also don't agree with them all. I don't think, like, realizing my thoughts as, okay, OCD thoughts and not, you know, I don't need to listen to them. I don't, oh, no, okay, you're talking about, oh, yeah, when I didn't want to do the insane, like, when my OCD symptoms got really intense because I was trying to eat, like, really, really clean and had all this, like, fear and anxiety of the chemicals and stuff. It just wasn't healthy to have so much stress over chemicals and food and stuff. So, and because everyone's, like, preaching about don't eat this, like, even there's people preaching about how there are things called oxalates in certain foods, like spinach is high in them or something, and it can cause kidney stones or something. But there's people saying, like, there's this whole big list of things like tomatoes, you shouldn't eat tomatoes because they have oxalates, or all these different vegetables. But I go with how I feel now, but, like, there's just even okay, just eliminate processed foods. It got so out of hand with, like, obsessing about the best, healthiest diet possible, because it was like, oh yeah, these people say you should not even eat these healthy vegetable things, or they're saying, like, carnivore will cure your depression and anxiety and all that stuff or whatever. And I did feel, like, pretty mentally chill and calm on carnivore diet, and I'm always striving to do keto and low carb, but oh, sorry, no, am I in a wrong stall? That's for, sorry. I hope I'm not in a stall that's like a wait stall. I don't think I wasn't. The person beside me, that was their burger, that the person, I'm aware in my interactions that I also active, like, judging myself for how I responded. I'll say so much extra information that doesn't need to be said. It's like, all she was asking was like, is this your burger? But then I'm like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Am I in the wrong stall? Like, there's, like, pickup stalls for fast food places, right? For online orders. But there's no sign anything, so I'm not doing anything wrong. But anyways, I'm on tangents. OCD type of thing. Yeah, the OCD for me, it doesn't, like, make me want to eat fast food. I don't know what the take exactly was getting at with, but I know better. Oh, know better to not do a thing. Okay, it's just too extreme to, like, not ever eat any fast food ever. I don't even know if this person was, like, commenting on that, like, oh, you should just, like, not be eating fast food at all. I don't, sorry. Okay, Joa, my moderator, just fixing some headset issues. Be right back. Okay, no problem. You do read Spice book? What? You're crazy for reading a gaslighting book. Okay. Why am I crazy for educating myself? Why am I crazy? Who's your favorite candle celebrity? All right. Okay. I went back here. I wish I could, like, just actually acknowledge every single comment, but I can't. Are you a girl? I don't know. I don't really care if people think I'm not, or don't know, or, I'm wanting to give 90s male. 90s, 20-something, 30, early 30s male with my outfit. I'm just really, I don't know, it's nostalgic. Just that whole, I can't talk, what is it? The style of the 90s, but the male 90s. Like with the chain was at the 90s thing, and then I guess this flannel, or it's not flannel, thermal shirt. That's like 90s, I guess. Thank you, Joa. Holy boy, you're behind the chat. I know. I didn't expect it to be this busy. There was like 50 people at once. Now there's 42. Now there's 37. I get why people are leaving because I'm not good at keeping up with the chat. Are you transgender? My pronouns are poo-poos. And yeah. So that is, I feel like a piece of shit. So that's where that came from. Like the Matrix glasses. Thank you. Definitely daddy issues. Okay, we've gotten that one before. There's just like a thing people love to do is just like, I don't know, is it just someone being authentic in themselves and honest or something? Apparently they have to have daddy issues to be that now. That's what it is for some people. It's some people's mindset, I guess, or they're just trolling. Doesn't really matter. The glasses give up John Lennon and Elton John. Thank you. Someone did say I should try the full-on John Lennon, the circle ones. My partner, Sean, I guess when I say partner, that's when sometimes maybe people think I'm a lesbian or something, and it's fine for them to think that, but it doesn't really matter. I get people's curiosity too, but just that doesn't like help for the, it's just like earlier someone was like, are you lesbian or whatever. I say partner because we're not technically married. That's what I like to say. I don't like the word spouse. So my partner, Sean, what was I gonna say? I forget. Oh, we're doing John Lennon and Yoko Ono for Halloween. We're gonna do a Halloween live stream together. So he got the John Lennon glasses. That's uninteresting. Who gives a shit? Like, why do I just say random things that don't need to be said? I guess it had to do with the John Lennon glasses thing. You seem like a very confused person. Yep, but not. I don't know. I'm just neurodivergent, and I don't know. Yeah, I seem confused. I get that to people. I don't make any sense to a lot of people. None. And then other people, they get it, you know. They get it. I'm from India. This is my first time watching you. Oh, hello. Well, welcome. What's the working out making you look? I don't know. I think that was an unfinished sentence from Roger there. Some of these comments are so boring, man. If you're gonna roast a stranger, at least be funny. Joa. Thanks for having my back, Joa. But the boring ones are also still fun for me, guys. They're still fun. Oh, Nuanced is back. You have a beautiful neck. Nuanced, the last time they were on the live, I was wearing a turtleneck, and they kept wanting to see my neck or whatever. It was a thing. So I'm glad they're having their dreams come true this live. So guys, I'm okay getting roasted, and the negativity, it's like, this is what I do. How do I explain what I do and what I am and what I'm wanting to do? It's like, I like to just troll too, in a way of, it's not really trolling. I like being my authentic self and then having people say stuff that, like, I'm not just looking for positive comments, honestly. Please don't be, like, actually full on say disrespectful or, like, just racist or, like, you know, don't be whatever. And now that I say that, there's going to be trolls that are going to be being racist in the comments, okay? Like, actually just full on just blatant say racism or inappropriate stuff, like, not cool in my chat, and you will probably get removed for that if you don't stop. But I like to be roasted in a way, and I don't care. Like, I'm not out here trying to just get external validation at all. I'm here to just, like, exist, and then people perceive me in ways, some that aren't true, But if it's true for them, that's valid. Sometimes, like, you know, I gotta be a thing for them to learn and grow. Like, some of them will get curious of, like, why did I think she was, I don't know, this way, or judging me maybe in ways, or why did I think she was on drugs? Like, is there something within me that I shame, that I don't express because I'm worried people will think I'm crazy or on drugs? Or I don't, it gives an opportunity for people to, it's really interesting to me, and it's honestly, for me, like, validating when people say things. A lot of the gender stuff, I love it, because, like, them being like, are you a girl, or are you whatever, because I used to, like, try to conform, and I used to try to dress more feminine, whatever, because I was shamed, you know, about it in ways, in, you know, earlier on in life, whatever. And so, and I have this whole thing of, like, I have spoken about the gender stuff and how I feel about it, like my nuanced opinion of it, and why I feel like gender theory reinforces gender stereotypes in a way. So it's like, when I get all those comments and stuff, it just, like, also proves my point of gender theory, you know, or ideology, or whatever, the whole having these extra genders labels to fit into, because people think, each to their own, do what you do too. Like, that's the misconception people get, is that, like, I won't respect people's pronouns for how I feel if I think that they're not actually different gender, or I might think that they maybe have shame, or, like, they feel like they can't still be a female or something, or a woman, and, like, do all these really masculine-y things, or dress extremely masculine, or, like, obviously they're gonna get misunderstood maybe, but I'm here to, like, actually sort of try to, like, not reinforce the stereotypes, and to be like, yeah, I'm a chick, but I can be so masked, like, you won't even believe it. Like, I want to get a full-on suit. I want to just, like, masculine the shit out of it until it's not this, like, male thing anymore. It's like, oh, it's just a female wearing clothes that were once labeled as male clothes or masculine, whatever. Like, the clothes don't have genders. So what was the Bob OC joke? I don't even know what that is. You can be mad. They didn't give me napkins. Did they not give me napkins? 2 Whoppers and no napkins, and what am I gonna do? Oh no, they did. I just already been using them. Okay. How else do other people do live streams when they get this many comments and stuff like that? Do you just choose to answer some and not any? DOC joke. I don't even know what that is talking about. I gotta scroll up. I'm sorry, Joa, for, like, you having to manage all this. Like, I put a list together of potential moderators, but they're not on this chat right now. But someone that would be really good is Nightman LOL. Has been awesome. And near the end of the other chat that he was on, I was like, do you want to be a moderator? And then, I don't know, we, like, ran. I know how to add people on while I'm actively live streaming, but I gotta just go into some special extra settings to be able to add him as a moderator on the back end of things. So we only have one moderator, and I feel really sorry for Joe. That's, like, the one moderator trying to, like, handle this shit that's, like, getting unhinged. The gaslighting girl is your nickname now. I'm cool with that. Even if people think that I'm, like, gaslighting people all the time, like, it's just sort of funny. It's my goal in life right now is to not care what people think, is to, like, if people think things of me that are untrue, to be like, that's what they think, not me, but that's cool, that's okay. It doesn't have to be cool, it's just neutral. It's like, okay, don't need to prove myself to them. I mean, I'm just, like, interested in why they think that way sometimes, or certain ways, or it's like, oh, I get that. That makes sense. All right, I'm trying to manage the burger, manage the comments, manage the things. You'll never be criticized by someone doing more than you. You'll always be criticized by someone doing less. Remember that. Denzel Washington. Wise words. Wise words. That's true. I don't even see it as criticism, guys. Guys, I'm getting out of the Matrix. I'm stepping. I need to, like, pun based on Keanu Reeves from The Matrix for me to be, like, the female version of it. Like, I can't come up with that right now, but I need to be some other Matrix, like, name or something. Anyways, but female version of Keanu Reeves from The Matrix is stepping out of the friggin' Matrix to where it's like, it's not even criticism to me. It's like, it's like, that's not me. Like, I don't associate it with me because it's, like, not about me. And so I just don't even get triggered I get triggered. I get triggered at sometimes, but there's a lot that I'm just, like, detaching, and it's, like, funny. It's fun. It's fun. It's just, like, hilarious. It's actually hilarious sometimes. Fully. I don't know. It's just silly. It actually doesn't affect me, like, in the ways that I think people think it affects me, or, like, other people would be affected by it. I'm most affected by my family criticizing me, okay? But they don't really anymore, but I also, like, hide myself at times. But then, so that's where I'm, like, really growing, and I've processed some stuff. Like, there was a situation that I cringed so hard at myself because someone, in my family was saying I was, saying crazy things during the pandemic. I was being crazy, guys. I was, like, imposing. I did send one video that was wild shit. I went too far down the dang rabbit hole, and I got, like, too intense, and I sent this, like, wild video about, it was, like, doctors talking about the sketchy, like, nanotechnology being in the vaccine or something, which could be a possibility. I don't know, but I was, like, pushing that on people. Or I just sent this one thing of, like, I would feel guilt almost in a way of, like, what if this could be a thing, and, like, I don't save the people from it. Like, I was being so overly controlling. But at the time that my sister, like, she brought up just how I was being during the pandemic or something, and she was like, you were saying, like, crazy things. And then I'm like, yeah, or at the time I went into the acronym for gaslighting, where it's like, don't defend, don't prove yourself, don't like, I don't know. It maybe wasn't a full gaslight, but I don't know. There's, like, during sometimes these conversations, it's like people, when they try to tell you to, like, how you feel about things, or there's just, like, other stuff going on during interacting with this person at other times, that that comment really disoriented me, because it was like she was trying to be the decider of what's okay and normal. It's like, why bring up a past thing? I realized it's like, you know, I don't know, she's just doing this to belittle me. Maybe not, who cares? But I got so triggered by that at the time. I think that was last month, and I, like, cringed and felt, like, shame and guilt, and I was like, ew, I'm so just disgusting for that, or just like, ew. And then I fully more started to accept it. Actually, I'm on a tangent. I don't care. I'm on a tangent, okay? And I'm not gonna shut up right now. I will shut up after I'm done my tangent. The most recent thing that I was having a cringe about myself, not nearly as intense as, like, when I feel, like, embarrassed, I don't know, because my family thinks something of me. The latest cringe was, like, talking about the someone brought up the conspiracy theory about it's like the Beyonce P. Diddy, I guess it has to do, I don't know. There's this song by J. Cole called She Knows, and then I just heard about the conspiracy theory about, like, it being She Knows, like Beyonce knows, and there's, like, lines in there talking about the singer Aaliyah, Left Eye, and then they're talking about Michael Jackson, and it's like, I dabble in these things, and it's fine if people think that I'm, like, actually believe all this stuff, you know, when I don't. To me, it's just like a possibility still. Like, I don't believe it or not in a way. And I'm fine with people thinking that now. But at the time, it was like people thinking that I'm like so literal by this. And I'm actually saying like, oh, did Beyonce, another part of that one was like singers having to thank her in their speech, or they were gonna get like killed or something like that. That Aaliyah, the singer, was gonna take like Beyonce's spotlight in a way. So then she was, I don't know. I just was like telling what the conspiracy theory is, and it's like, even if people think that I believe that, or if I say I did believe it fully, like, I just don't know. It's like, we don't know. Like, the P. Diddy stuff was wild and crazy, and it was like, we didn't know, and it was kind of like, I just feel like there's like so many different possibilities. Like, we don't know these people. We don't know what they're capable of. Like, I don't think Beyonce's having people killed. I don't really think it's her. But then again, I don't really know. I don't really know her. I don't know. I don't really care like about the whole thing. But I'll just be telling the theory, and then it's like, there's definitely, if people think that I believe that fully, it doesn't matter. It's like, let them think that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like giving up the shame of what people think of me. So anyway, sorry, I'm back to the chat. Hail Mary. Okay, we're getting religious. Oh, the other thing about the conspiracies too is like, I did go down a rabbit hole about the like satanic Hollywood stuff, and then I got like I was having nightmares. It was like not good. It was not fun. And it's like, I feel, for me, like, it's nuanced, right? So there's people, and it's fine that they think this or do this, but like, I'll get grouped into that too, right? Like, there was a time that I was a little bit like sketched out by everyone in Hollywood, like every celebrity. I'm like, are they in a cult? Are they in a satanic cult? Like, I don't know. Is that a symbol? Are they doing like the freaking Freemasonry symbol, whatever Illuminati stuff? What I believe right now, we got on this topic because I brought it there. Sorry for ignoring the chat again, but like, do I need to be sorry? Okay, so yeah, I don't need to be sorry. Okay, is it conspiracy if it's happening? We don't know. For me, it's like, we don't know it's happening. Like, I can have also gut-ish feelings like, okay, I don't trust certain celebrities. First of all, we don't know any of them personally, and then sometimes it seems like there's like a fake mask thing going on where it's like, what is this true person's intentions or what they're all about? My whole belief of the whole thing at this point in time is like, not all of Hollywood is in this satanic cult. There's certain people and groups of people that hang out that are into like dark culty, maybe like satanic stuff. There's like, it's like a religious-y thing, but the opposite of, I guess, Christianity. And I don't believe in it. Like, I do have a demon phobia. We've talked about that. I do, but I don't actually believe in the Satanist. Oh, I'm harnessing the power of the devil. Or whatever. Like, I believe the people believe in it. Like, I believe they believe that they sold their soul to the devil or whatever. To me, it's more metaphorical, like the music industry, you know, when they say, oh, people sold their soul. Like, but I believe they actually think that they're like using dark power in this. But also maybe there's like weird, energetic, interdimensional, negative energy things of like, I don't know. To me, it's just sort of more metaphorical, and it's like letting our negative thoughts get the best of, like, for the sake of my OCD, I could not entertain the ideas of, oh yeah, and this is an actual entity in my head, like, I have no control over myself, like, it's making me think these negative, like, thoughts. For me, I had to label it as like, oh, OCD thought, like, because it was just like when spiritual people were trying to tell me, like, reinforce the OCD that there was something to really fear and that I needed to do some protection fucking meditation spell bullshit, I would just compulsively do that over and over and over again. Or yeah, it was a compulsion. So I don't believe in the power of the dark shit. It's nothing has power over me if I don't believe in that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna give my power over to some folklore shit. I don't know. If you have problems with invasive thoughts, try transcendental meditation. It will clear your mind, and then you could go about your day in another 5 seconds. Yeah, the stuff that I'm doing really works. But the Transcendental, you have to pay a bunch and then get like a special mantra and everything. Weren't the celebrities all promoting that one? And it was a bit of a scam. It was like, let some other person who doesn't know you better, like, give you a special phrase or something that you could not get anywhere else, or blah, blah, blah. Do you have one opinion, or is it all arguing with yourself with respect to Alyssa? I'm not someone that has a strong opinion. That's who I am as a person. Like, I try out why I'm so empathic, I believe, to a detriment at times. Like, I gotta harness back in my own sense of self at times. Why I'm so empathic is because I have a way of, I just can see all perspectives. And then because I'm well, I'm not, there's a lot of people like that. Like, I'm not special. I'm not the only person that does that at all. At times, like, I just really struggle with being that way sometimes because other people aren't used to that, and then I'm a sensitive person and they don't get it, or I can just get so influenced by other people's things sometimes that I lose my own sort of sense of self in a way, because it's like I fully put myself in other people, not fully, obviously I can't literally put myself in other people's shoes, but it's like I have a way of just like enmeshing is the unhealthy version of it, but I have a way of just oh, they must feel this way because, but like understanding, I think, different people's experiences in ways that and it's just like always changing my opinion. I'm not a highly opinionated person. I'm just not like this. Like, my beliefs and opinions and stuff like are more free floating and kind of change, and it's all nuanced. Like, I'm not someone who's so black and white in that way. So yeah, but anyways, all you have to do is use a nonsense word that you invent that doesn't remind you of anything. Close your eyes and think about it while you go deeper into your own self. Then you see your thoughts. That's the transcendental meditation. Interesting. So you're kind of using the random word thing as just something to maybe focus on in a way. When I meditate, I do my meditation stuff, or my healing is just spending time with myself, journaling. I brought this to promote journaling, guys, because it does make a big difference. I resist it all the time, but the thing that really helps me process my emotions and stuff is I just write down a situation. I tried to write the actual specific situation, and that took too long too. Like, that, I felt like I had to do that, and then that caused me stress because I didn't want to like think about or revisit or have to go through every detail. It seems to work just as good if I just sum it up like, oh, so in whatever situation, like, just label it like the like hairdresser situation or something. If people know, if you know the Jill lore, you know the Jill lore. If you don't, you don't. Like, former hairdresser situation, like, like that whole situation, write it out, and then be like, I feel blah blah blah, like, I feel scammed, I feel whatever. But yeah, you're supposed to try to put down actual emotion words. So scammed is not an emotion, but I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed by my former hairdresser. I feel, I'll even have guilt and shame. I'll have like mixed feelings because I'll feel like I did something wrong about it. And I thought I was not supposed to indulge in those feelings in a way. But the thing that I've like learned the last week especially, it's really fully clicked and come full circle, is feeling all the emotions just as they're pure feelings, like not trying not to feel guilt, even though it's a lot of times for me it's unjustified guilt. It's like toxic guilt or toxic shame. But what happens, what I feel like it is it's triggering, it's obviously triggering something from the past where I also like cut that self off from, like, I didn't just feel the thing and let it pass. Like, I thought if I feel the guilt that it'll reinforce the guilt that I should be feeling guilty, but it's just like a residual freaking thing literally stuck in my body. So without the story of it, without being like, yeah, I am like, oh, I'm bad for this, or I'm a bad person, like, getting completely out of your head and fully into your physiological body sensations. So I do the same with anxiety. It's like, I'll just feel how my heart feels. No thought, like no words in my head. I'll feel into the sensation. So what I'll be feeling is like, you know, my heart's beating or whatever I'm feeling. Excuse me. It's not uncomfortable. It feels good. I actually felt like shame or guilt the other day for the pure physiological feeling of it, and without the attachment of the story, like the fake story to like I'm a bad person. And also maybe I did a wrong thing too. That's the thing, is like the issue I had is identifying with the emotions. Like, because I feel guilt, it means I am a bad person. It's like, no, Alyssa maybe did a thing that wasn't great or something, or maybe I didn't. And I would just stay stuck in that OCD though, right? The whole time, instead of just feeling the feeling. I would just be like, well, I'm not so bad because blah, 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 and then I did this, and then like, oh, and then this person said that, and then, you know, but then I felt this, like, that's what the chaos is in the head when you just stay in your brain. But so yeah, processing emotions, it's a relief when it helps. It's shit that's been trapped, like, as a society, as a culture. Like, I don't mean to preach, but I'm gonna friggin' preach about this. We're scared of emotions. Like, we have a resistance, and there's a culture about avoiding emotions. That's why I believe substance use, alcohol, like addiction, is just such a huge, tremendous problem in our society, because we don't know how to process our emotions. We don't know how to. Like, other types of animals they're not as cognitive as us, but polar bears literally shake it off when they go through a traumatic experience. There's this one video they caught of this polar bear. This might still be a bit of a theory, like not a cemented belief, you know, about why this happens, but they say that the polar bear is like shaking off the trauma of, they were studying this polar bear or something, which is like rude. Okay, they like sedated this polar bear. Anyways, they put it back in the freaking North Pole, where the fuck polar bears, Antarctica, I don't know. They put the polar bear back after they were like releasing it back, and it had been traumatized because it had been captured and sedated or something. I don't know. When it woke up, I think this is what happened. When it woke up or something, it was like shaking. It was shaking all the trauma apparently out of its body. It was just naturally doing this thing. And there's actually this therapy called this therapy for trauma or PTSD or whatever, just trapped emotions, called, can't remember what it's called, but it's like a shake therapy that you purposely try to put your body, you relax it and I've actually done it before on my own, like just sitting in bed and fully relax. And then you can like start just your body, you try to just let it do what it needs to do, and you just like let go of your holding your body, and it does just like do shit and shake and stuff. What's it called? I'm ignoring the chat, but these are important things to talk about that I want to, I don't know, share to the public on the interwebs. Shaking therapy. Once the body is shaking, okay, TRE, trauma release exercises, TRE. So yeah, I'm really into somatic therapy, somatic experiencing therapy. I did a lot of counseling and therapy that was more cognitive behavioral therapy, and it just kept me stuck. For me, it kind of kept me stuck. But there's some cognitive behavioral therapy techniques that are good and help, like the OCD labeling. That's a cognitive thing, I believe, like labeling my thought, like OCD thought, don't need to give it attention, you know, like OCD, like I'm thinking thoughts, I'm actively doing stuff. But the somatic stuff, like getting into your body and connecting in your body, like that's to me just the greatest meditation. I love it. Who are you voting for? I'm in Canada, so I'm not voting, and I'm not gonna do a political chat this live stream, because then it's, yeah, I'm more into like, I don't know, today I'm just like talking about the therapy stuff. Joa, my moderator, who's awesome, says ignoring the chat is fine unless there's not much value or use in here at the moment anyways. I know sometimes too, like I'm preaching to a crowd that's just like, they're just like, take off your shirt, like, show your tits, like doing their thing. I know, I'm like preaching to people that are there, and not in the place of learning about gaslighting, learning about somatic experiencing therapy, journaling, thoughts and emotions. Reading this book about this lady who discovered they were a sociopath. I know that sometimes the crowd that hops on the live is not here for that, but that's what I'm doing for this Whopper Wednesday. That's what happened. You need only to show us your grandchildren. Show us grandchildren. What? I was saying your grandchildren. You, Canadian, that's the answer to the question of how we got to polar bears. Joseph, I love you. That's awesome. It's like, we're having fun. You are too old to not have some. Come on, tell them to us. Grandchildren. I guess you could say I'm an old soul, so I vibe with that. I want to eventually have kids, but I just hope we can extend life so that, because I'm already 30, I just want to have I want to have a solid 20 years of not hating myself, like, because I'm finally like healing the trauma and stuff. I want to have 20 years of just me, just living life for me, because I've been a people pleaser. So I can't have children when, like, I'm going to traumatize them if I need to live life for me for a sec. I could maybe still bear children in 10 years. I'd be 40 years old. I don't want to risk the children having complications, because that can happen when you're older. But maybe if I stop eating the fast food, maybe if I stop doing Whopper Wednesday, then I could be like have enough eggs in my 40s. But I honestly just also feel like the food is, for me, the healing internally and stuff is a lot more powerful than just trying to eat healthy in a way, because then it just causes me to naturally eat healthier when my nervous system isn't dysregulated and stuff like that, right? So, good for you. Reading books are cell phone company's worst nightmare. Yeah, I made a change in my life to go back to the library one day and read books. I was like, why have I not been doing this? I had Audible, right? Yeah, cell phone app and everything and all. But I wasn't really retaining the info, or I was trying to listen while I was doing other things and multitask, and I wasn't grasping the book, the information. So then, and I also just trying to get away from looking at screens. And also, anything on your phone, if your plan is to just listen to your book, your Audible book, but your phone's right there, you're holding it, even if you turn off all your notifications or texts or something, it is just so easy to like go on some app or get distracted in a way. So the book too is part of my nighttime routine. Like, I really don't always follow it. Like, most of the time I don't follow the nighttime routine of reading before I go to sleep. Sometimes I am just watching TV and screens like late into the evening. That's like not good for me. But my goal with it was to read before bed and make it this routine as well. But I was talking to my friend about it the other day, and she's like, maybe, a fun fictional book would be better than the book on gaslighting right before bed, the book on gaslighting. And I was like, well, funny you say that, because the next book that I am reading before bed is the one about the person being a sociopath. And my friend is like, Alyssa, that is, no, like, it's not for bedtime. There's literally a Jewish town there, specifically PTSD patients have been cured. Where? It's Himachal, India. Oh, trauma. No kids, please. Sort yourself out first. You will have plenty. Yes, Merrick, I'm sorting out the things. Thank you for the support. And are you a sociopath? I don't think I am, but some people might think I am. And that's valid for them to think that. That's fine. I feel sometimes I feel like I can be emotional in ways, but then other ways I can be kind of like, why do I have no feeling about this thing in ways. Sometimes I can be like detached from things and stuff where I feel like I just sort of grieve in different ways at times that make me feel like, am I a sociopath? But I'm not, because apparently one of the characteristics is sociopath doesn't feel, they don't, maybe they can gain some access to guilt, and we'll see, we'll find out in this book, because this lady, I think she's actually a therapist or something, she maybe was able to do some sort of treatment for it and access some emotions that she didn't have access to before, but maybe not. But they don't have empathy or a lot of empathy or guilt, shame. Like, those are just some of my main emotions and feelings, so I don't think I could be a sociopath because of that. I've got to catch up with these podcasts. Oh gosh, I don't read very fast, guys, so I'm going to try to read fast for you guys. I saw Roku responded to on a live call of a man running towards a bridge, and keep in mind there was a fence, another bridge was overpassed, and by the time we got there he was climbing. Oh my goodness, that is really intense. Running towards a bridge. Oh my god, another bridge. Good on you, JJ, for doing the crisis line work. Like, that's really, really intense but useful work. Like, how many people you're helping, how many people you are helping keep alive. It's heavy work, heavy shit. Like, I looked into it one time, but I'm like, I can't do that, I could not. So good on you. You who read books nowadays when you have podcasts? Yeah, I do have a prior military service. I don't, man. I don't have private military service. New Whopper Wednesday, polar bear trauma, talkaholic, and now a sociopath book. Girl, what is in your head? I know, Joseph. Dark things. I don't know. I've just always been interested in the psychopath, sociopath stuff. Like, I'm just trying why it happens. Like, why? It probably, that interest and curiosity comes from my own fears of, like, what if I'm secretly evil or something, or like, why them and not me? But I do feel like we talked about this in a different live of, like, we are all capable. I think they were talking about a Jordan Peterson talk or something on how we are all capable of intense things, like, in the right circumstances, or wrong, if you will, in the wrong circumstances, in the just like a perfect just storm of chaos in some situation. Like, I just feel like genetics though do have a certain part of it, but best thing in life was to give back to children through volunteering, through coaching soccer, 16.5 years, best cure for fibroids community. That's awesome of you, Mark. Best thing in my life to give back to coaching soccer. Oh my gosh, sorry, it didn't register first. I'm like a slow processor, the soccer part. 16.5 years, that's awesome, dude. Best cure for find purpose, community, and love. Yep, that's super awesome. I did used to volunteer at the Mental Health Association. Like, I'd go to the hospital and talk to people, and then, or talk on the phones with people, and I want to maybe get back to that. But also sort of, I took a break from it and everything, and then the coordinator that I had known, that was the guy coordinating the volunteer and everything, and he was a peer support to me. He ended up going on leave, and it's a whole different person, and I could go back and approach it again, but when the whole COVID thing happened, I couldn't even get back into it. I don't think I like was doing it up until then necessarily. Like, I'm trying to figure out why I stopped doing it. I guess I ended up getting an actual job. I worked in a group home. So then I stopped doing the mental health volunteering, and I was like, it was just gonna be way too much, because I was dealing with stuff of the similar nature. It was like high-risk kids with like a lot of mental health stuff going on, and so then I stopped doing the volunteering. But with COVID, because I chose not to get the jab, I wouldn't have been allowed anywhere friggin' near the hospital, you know, to do that volunteering and stuff. And then from time to time I think about getting back into it, but it's just hard. And it's hard for me and sad because, like, one time someone, this disclaimer, always listen to your disclaimer to listen to, I don't know, I feel like listen to yourself and your body, but also work with your doctor of, you know, if you have psychiatric medications, like, do not just, like, go off them. You have to work with your doctor. Like, someone in the mental hospital asked me, they knew that I was, like, not on medication, and how did I do that? How am I able to do that? I just said they had to express what they wanted to do to their doctor and work with their doctor. There's just a lot of professionals there, though, that they think they just need, it's like A plus B equals C, like they have to be on this medication for the rest of their life and blah, 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 and the medications can cause side effects and this and that, and like medication can help. I think just medication's not the best. Like, you know, also do therapy as well. And my partner's on medication that really helps him. For me, I end up in the hospital for medication, like not for me, but it was just sad to, it's just hard when people there in the hospital too, like I just feel like the system is like, it just makes me sad. Like, I don't think they're offering really, it's gotten better, but there's a lot of therapies that are just not as effective. Or like, I got also kicked out of the system because I didn't want to see the counselor that sort of like raised her voice at me, like demanding me to look at her in the eyes, like just like, look at me, 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 look shut up. Okay, like the counselor I had through the clinic, like when I ended up in the hospital and they set you up with a counselor and that and therapy, like the counselor I had do that was not good for me, and they kicked me out of the system because I wasn't seeing her, basically. They kicked me out without my knowing, or whatever. Like, there's just, like, the system is just corrupt, and it's just, when I was volunteering, I'm on this tangent about my volunteering experience, but, when I was volunteering, yeah, it was, it's just even heavier now to sort of, like, be in that world, knowing I can't really change it or help. I guess, obviously, my help would be talking to people, but when the guy was, like, he obviously has to go through his it's like the psychiatrist was like, she really wasn't that pushy with me, but she was a little bit like, you're gonna have this for the rest of your life, so you know, like she wanted to put me on a mood stabilizer and an antidepressant. Like the antidepressant caused me to have a bad reaction. I ended up in the hospital, and then she was like, it's like, you don't even know yet. Give me a chance, first of all. And it's like, oh, I think you might also have bipolar. You think I might have bipolar too. But I'm the one that realized the mood diary she gave me, every time I had like a depressive spell, it was right before my freaking period. Like, no one, and this was years ago though, so maybe it's gotten a lot better. Maybe it has, but that was in 2015, so that was almost like 10 years ago. So it's probably gotten a lot better, I guess. But sorry, I don't have a way to finish this thing. This is like an incoherent thing I'm expressing of, it's just, obviously I could volunteer in other ways and not do the mental health hospital volunteering stuff, but I struggle when I feel like I disagree with certain things that they're doing and stuff at places. And so yeah, I guess my purpose, I guess my help in a way, or the way that I feel like I'm helping in a way, or that I have purpose, is I'm wanting to do some sort of a peer support thing online eventually. Maybe do like this is like, I don't know, when I talk a lot about the mental health and I share my revelations, when I talk about the gaslighting or learning about gaslighting, I don't know, I feel like I'm offering maybe something to people that could help in a way, or just also just validating the right to just like be anxious and still exist on the interwebs. Like, it's like, I'm not gonna hide and try to act normal or whatever. And like, I don't know, I feel like I'm maybe helping with the shame of having mental health issues and stuff, and having to like appear on, like, mask and appear on the outside a certain way, because as a society, I'm tying this into like when I talked about us processing emotions, or as a society we're like scared of emotions and stuff. Like, I get people get triggered by emotions and that's their own thing that they're triggered by or whatever, but we're like, it's, for my experience of it, guys, is like, often I get, if it's anxiety, maybe it's like goofing around, people think I'm on drugs, but anxiety alone, or coming off a certain way because, I don't know, I'm anxious, but sometimes I'm just not, and I'm just being me. I don't know, people are like, think I'm just totally crazy because of how I express and I am animator. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I have more emotion to the way I speak, or just talking about my anxiety and stuff like that. It's just like people will try to reinforce the hiding of it, or like there's something seriously also wrong with me too. And it's like, the whole fucking issue with the anxiety, for me at least, is thinking there is something wrong with me when there's literally not. And also being like, of course I would react this way when I was like treated this way in my childhood, when this happened repeatedly, like daily gaslighting or whatever the frick it is, dealing with a narcissistic type of person or whatever. It's like, this is so normal for me. This is actually so normal for me. Like, until I got that piece of the puzzle, I was pretty stuck like that. The last year or so, when I was listening to content talking about it being the stuff I deal with, like, you know, you don't even need to call it a disorder in a way. It's just like post-traumatic stress. Is it really is it like something totally absolutely wrong with me that I'm having this thing? It's like, no, it makes sense for my whole life and all the experiences I've gone through. It makes perfect sense, actually. And so, yeah, I stopped having a lot of the shame and like secondary anxiety on top of the initial anxiety, because my social anxiety a lot of times is just the feeling wrong and anxious and not okay, just being in public, being anxious. Like, if I were to just fully own it, like, that's where I'm trying to get. Someone I get to is someone I really like is called Julian himself, and he's all about invalidating the fake self and the masking, and having just more, like, not disconnecting from your body or your inner child, the inner child that's feeling all fearful and that, and then like the other part of you that's having to shut that down. Like, that's wrong, so don't show that that's wrong. Like, what I'm really trying to get to is like owning how I fucking feel. And if someone else is so uncomfortable or offended by it, it's like, that's their problem, not mine. Because in public, I feel like I'm hiding a secret, like, all the time, because I have just a natural freaking aversion to the anxiety and it's like this fear of the anxiety. That's the issue, not just the anxiety itself. Like, if it was just like, oh yeah, I'm fine, if I felt safe to just be anxious or appear anxious in public around people and whatever, at a party, that I answered anxiously sometimes to people, that I didn't appear it's just my tension and anxiety a lot of times is literally just trying to appear normal. So that was a whole big tangent. And I need to just like also stop caring about I was a bit feisty like earlier on. I was doing live streams like this where I would tend to ramble a lot, and then I did find value in keeping up with the comments too, but I think it's just different times, different vibes for different times. Like, sometimes I am just here to express my stuff in a way, and then it's like, oh, I was supposed to keep up with the chat and I didn't do that. If it's you don't want to, like, you know, participate in a live where someone is doing what I'm doing, it's like, just watch a different live, it's fine. But then there is value in, when I do want to keep up with the chat, people have really helped me to do that. Like, oh, you know, giving me good pointers, like, just try to maybe say a few things about a thing and then move on, or like try to whatever, you know, like, that has really helped, because I would go on these like really long tangents, and some of those tangents were inspired by my dysregulated nervous system, because I was like over explaining, or automatically in my head just feeling judged internally, and then the conversation goes in all these ways. Like, sometimes I'm not even aware that that's like happening, And it's like, why am I talking about this? And it's like, oh, right, yeah, because I had like an automatic judgment of what I just said and worried that other people judging me in that way too, and like a whole thing, right? So, go live in a tent by the river. That sounds peaceful and nice. It reminds me of the tree planting days. Being in the nature, that is something that I really want to get back to. I'm going to turn off my car for now, for a bit, because I don't want to run out of gas. I'm not going to run out of gas. I don't want to use up a ton of my gas. Bad at dating, or what are we talking about? Try shrooms. Kevin, that's not for me. As someone, I have tried the shrooms, and it was, I learned something from the last experience, but I also called 911. Hallucinogens, I think, are a very sketchy thing for people with not a solid sense of self. I know a lot of people have like healed from different things. They've healed traumas through psilocybin. But for me, I did really have to realize what is actually best for me, because I was trying to do it in a way, because it's like, this is what the other people are doing or saying is like helping them like heal their trauma. And then I also, I almost probably felt like there was something wrong with me, or I'm not spiritual enough in some way, or because I don't know, if I can't, like, I should be able to do the psilocybin, like it's just my, I don't know, issues that I don't want to go with. I would almost judge myself about, I just like kept trying to do that, but not really. I actually have only done it like a few times. I kept thinking that's gonna like help my thing or cure it in some way, and then I realized like, whoa, that's actually so helpful for one person, not helpful for me, right? Like, each to their own. So I've been getting better at what is really for me, because I used to just copy other people, and not, again, like, that's as a result of not having a solid sense of self, is to like not know what Alyssa actually needs. I know I just talked about myself in the third person. I'm just like, fucking like I'm more crazy for that. I care, but I don't care. Like, okay, let's not care about that. What's best for Alyssa, like what's best for me, to really tune in. And that's in regards to, I talked a while back about food and what's best for me to do for food, and that's why I don't know, don't eat extremely healthy anymore, or I think it's called orthorexia. I was trying to think of that word back when we were on the topic of it. The orthorexia, like I had a form of that, I believe, back in the day, and it's like, I know me best, and honestly, for me, what keeps my mind at peace and my OCD, or like control issues, at bay, is to have an ice cream sometimes, you know, have a Whopper, to not be so perfectionistic and have all this like guilt and shame about it too, like to be able to have the ice cream without the shame. When you can actually do that, then you're probably going to be eating less ice cream, because it's like caused by the shame. So a lot of time. So anyways, Northwest or Midwest? More Northwest, BC, Edmund, if that's what you're referring to. Do you think humans are inherently evil? I don't think so. But I think we're not inherently, actually, this belief might change. My beliefs are not solid. We were talking about that before. Like, my opinions are always evolving and changing, and for me, it's just a constant. I don't know. I don't really know. But right now, in this moment, I feel like we're inherently neutral, and it's our experiences and stuff that shape us. And I don't even know what evil really is or means in a way. It's like, because doesn't evil just also, I just always think of that being like a creepy, demonic, satanic, just evil entity type of like word or vibe. But evil, yeah, for me, like in the context of evil being acting in ways that are obviously not healthy or toxic, or like taking advantage of another human being and stuff, like that type of evil behavior. I feel like, yeah, we're not inherently evil or good. We're kind of neutral in a way, and like all capable of the evil things, as well as the good things, obviously. And then I think our life experiences and what we go through and what we take from that, what we perceive after those experiences, that's what shapes us. Because two people can go through the same experience and someone can somehow maybe see it even as a blessing in a way, and another person can be like, my life is ruined. That's like, you know, have a different belief. They can have different beliefs even though they've gone through the same experience. Americans always obsessed with one-sided politics. Yes, Choa, yes. Preach the one-sided politics. That's why I, you know, didn't want to say my actual opinions for a while, sort of, or it was like, if you say, yeah, I would vote for this person, then it's like you sometimes get put onto that sports team in a way, because I feel like American politics is like a sports team. I don't even know if Joa is even talking about, because I haven't even been to the chat for the last like 5 minutes, but oh, you did say Americans always says of one-sided politics, yeah. Or are we talking about politics in like different ways, or was it just the politic chat going on? If only they knew how little control the populace really has. Yeah, it's that's the whole thing. Like, I don't want to get political here, but I don't know, to hit this like talking point, because Sean and I did a whole live stream and we were talking about Trump and stuff like that. Like, sorry, there's a lot of stuff that I like. Trump is a human, and then it's like there's some things. The reason why I'm not American, the reason why I would prefer him over Kamala is just because he shows how ridiculous the political system is to me. That also, I feel like, to me, it doesn't mean that I think he's like doesn't have faults or is sketchy in ways, or there's things that he shouldn't have done that I think, but then there's things that I think were good that he did, and whatever. Like, it's all nuanced to me. I just feel like the other politicians are wearing these fake masks, if you will, right? And Trump's showing who he really is. Embellishments and lies and all at times too, right? I did want to ask, because, so I have been watching more Kamala content too. I listened to the rest of her on Call Her Daddy. And then they brought up, during the debate, Trump was like saying, I thought he was saying that there's certain people that want to be able to like abort a kid or something, like after the kid's born, they want to be able to, they believe in terminating that life after they're born, that he was like this specific person. I forget who they are, what their position is, but it's like he wants, and that could be a total lie too. Like, Trump could totally have twisted and manipulated what this guy said at one point in time too. So I haven't looked into the solid facts at all, but anyways, on the Call Her Daddy interview, like Alex Cooper and Kamala Harris, they were talking about how they were like, yeah, Trump's literally saying in the debate, which is wild, if he said, I need to watch it back again specifically, because but if he was like, you know what they're doing here, or did he say in California, or was it California? He's like, you know, they're aborting babies like after they're already born. When I originally heard the debate, I heard him say, this is what they want to do. They want to do this, like this person wants to do this thing. I heard him say that, not that they are doing it, but that they want to do it. But I could be wrong. He could have just said it. He could have just outright said it. During the debate, him and Kamala's debate, he said something about it. He at least said this is the thing. He was like talking about a specific person, and also like they as a whole, or you know what um the it's not liberals, is it Democrats, or the left or whatever. I don't know, I have to look up the freaking transcript. I need to like go back, watch the debate of exactly how he said it and phrased it. But I remember thinking, like, they're obviously not doing that. Why are you saying, or I wasn't like, why are you, he was really focusing on just like this one person. I was like, this is really, what's the word when is that a straw man argument? Because just one person said something one time, it's like, they want to all do this. Like, he was doing a straw man, if you will, if that's what it is. So I'm like, yeah, that's a manipulative tactic. That's just like, why are you getting, that's like sketchy. That's like a disingenuous thing to do, I would say, as a debate, as a talking point argument. But from my recollection, he just said, he was kind of talking about this person wants to do that, and so they want to do this, not like this is what's happening right now. Like, they're actually aborting children after they're born, and it's happening right now. Like, that's insane. That's just such stupidity to bring utter nonsense to a debate, to say that. And then also, he's made the comment of like the cats and dogs was also another, because I haven't looked into that myself, but someone said there was a video of it, which I haven't looked into it. I don't have the time to look at every single thing, but the cats and dogs that they're eating, cats and dogs, like, I don't think that's happening. That's not actually happening. It can't, like, if it has, it's like it happened one time, and then Trump used it as a talking point, whatever. But overall, I feel like Trump is more like, he shows you what he is, right? Or there's not as much deception, besides you get to see at least him spinning things. You can go look up in Springfield, Ohio, did anyone ever eat a domesticated dog or cat in Springfield, Ohio, or whatever the heck it was, right? Like, he goes on interviews. He goes on Joe Rogan for 3 hours without edits, without, like, he doesn't have this crew or he doesn't have the media on his side to be editing his content and everything. So to me, the difference, like, to me, Trump just tends to like represent, they don't like him, I think, because he disrupts the sort of I don't know, deception of it all with American politics in a way, because he's not curated and whatever. And then he says like outrageous things, because that's how it makes it so it's showing how ridiculous the whole thing is, because they're all just posturing usually the whole time. Like, most of the politicians are like Trudeau, for one thing. Who is he really? I feel like Trump, you do see that's who he is. Like, I feel like when you meet him in person, I haven't, so I couldn't possibly know, but I can see him in an actual discussion with Joe Rogan, like no edits, for 3 hours straight. And then there's like so many other videos and things that he doesn't sound rehearsed. He goes on his little tangents all the time. He says he weaves and he's spinning a thing. And but he tends to, like, in times he probably deflects answers of questions too, like with his weaving. He's not directly answering questions a lot of times when he does that. But politicians like Justin Trudeau, who can't even answer a question to save his life, like, he just won't directly answer most of the time. That's where I feel like Trump will, like, he there's risk in him revealing certain things maybe at times, because he's not he also is probably not listening to his team. Like, they'll be like, don't do this. Was someone like, don't bring a comedian to the rally that's like known for just roasting and just really could be really like the Tony Hinchcliffe stuff, and the jokes that like didn't hit because they're a little bit too much and stuff, and didn't really have much humor to him, and were just like a roast, like, just to sort of shit on Puerto Rico for sort of no, like, reason. Like, it's just, if it was, like, funny, it maybe could have worked to joke around, to joke about, you know, different things and that too. Like, to make, like, a risky joke or something, but if it's actually funny and not just like, oh, this floating island, that's Puerto Rico. Like, where's the comedy in that? Like, it's not as much of, like, a lighthearted sort of jokey thing where it's like, oh, can't we just, like, joke anymore? But I don't think Tony Hinchcliffe is, like, racist and stuff. Like, you know, the media is just running with, like, the whole Trump rally was racist. And I actually watched this, like, was it PBS or something news, or was it Global News? My Canadian, like, news, they're completely comparing the Trump rally to a Nazi rally thing that happened years ago at Madison Square Garden as well. Watching him speak isn't enough to decide if he has your vote. Yeah. I just think either way, whoever wins, honestly, too, I feel like Trump's not going to just fix the world or anything, obviously, or fix the system or the American politics. Whatever. Like, no one in that position, even just, like, the most sound, enlightened person, like the best person for that position, can't do that much. Like, can only do so much. There's just, it's, I believe, I'm not versed in, like, decentralization. I've heard about it. I've heard about people talk about it, but I like to be enough educated on something, that I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm more down for decentralization. Like, does decentralization just mean, like, not, it's more smaller governing bodies in a way of an activity or organization, decentralized, controlled by several local offices or authorities rather than one single one. Yeah, so like having more of a decentralized government stuff. And again, I'm from Canada, guys. I'm not American, and but our politics are similar, right? I think whoever wins, Kamala or Trump, the people, I think, are wanting a more decentralized government anyways. And if Kamala's president, she's going to be, it's gonna be a struggle, I feel. And it's gonna be similar to when Biden was president, and it was kind of like, it's going to further, like, Kamala being president could further progress, the people realizing the BS of it all. Like, either way. So that's where, I don't know, it's like, I definitely prefer Trump to do that job and that, and it seems like, but he can be really polarizing and stuff, for sure. But then it's also like his thing too, what he's doing is, it's really, it's calling out the BS, like, the just how much is being, like, we're having to censor ourselves these days, and that, and like the cancel culture of it all, and freedom of speech, and like, what is hate speech, you know, can we joke, or the things that you're not supposed to be doing at all or saying, or someone says one thing one time, or a comedian makes a bad joke, and then it's like this whole rally was a Nazi thing and racist and whatever. This one person, like, not treating people as humans too, where it's like, yeah, that wasn't a very good joke or whatever. And also taking things, like, just really literal and seriously, like when comedians do a thing, like, it's like, didn't the comedian get attacked or something on stage because someone got offended, or like, so I feel like Trump sort of, is a wrench in the trajectory of that going, like, you know, the woke culture of things, where it's just getting progressively more creepy and dystopian in ways with censorship, right? But then again, like, Kamala doing her thing, she's funny, guys. Her laugh, and she's just, I'd like to just chill with both of them, to get to know them as people, whatever. Like, obviously they're humans, but it's just, if Kamala was president for 4 years, so much would change in the world, because like people's faith, I feel, would be so much more lost in the system, to where it's like, let's reform the system. This hasn't been working. And then, but if Trump was, who knows, Trump's presidency might stunt things in a way, because then people are like, yeah, this is so horrible. Like, he, out of the media is obviously, the media is just gonna run with it and keep saying that it's like, and trying to brainwash and convince people that Trump's like this dictator and whatever. Meanwhile, the other side of things is like, you know, trying to be deceptive and make old men with dementia appear like everything's totally fine, right? So Liberty, she's not religious. I'm not religious. I am not into organized religion at all. It creeps me out. I was actually thinking the other day how freaking creepy the Catholic Church or Orthodox Church, like the chants and stuff, ironically sound like satanic, because it's like the chants are just creepy, and it's also just getting away from the actual message of Jesus. I feel I think Jesus existed as a human, but if Jesus was this like cool hippie meditative dude, the whole really extravagant, you know, gold and all these ornaments and this fancy like cloak the priest wears is like not in alignment, I feel like, with Jesus's actual message at the time. But that's just me. But anyways, I guess someone was saying they thought I was religious, and it's fine if they think I'm religious. But anyways, yeah, I went on a really long tangent, so now I'm gonna be back to the comments. I'm not Christian because I'm living my life and I can do what I like. Yeah, the Christianity for me just was not helpful, and I grew up in it. It wasn't like an intense thing for me, but in general, just when you go to church and just the practices, like I believe my demon phobia being fear of being possessed, like fear that I'm inherently evil or something in some way, and shame and all that, I feel like that came from Christianity, indoctrination in a way, if you will. And also there's other shame and guilt and everything that had come from it. And I'm spiritual. I don't vibe with the new agey stuff, new age spiritualism stuff. A lot of it creeps me out, and a lot of it I feel like is encouraging spiritual bypassing in a way, and encouraging just like the all love and light, like everything's good vibes, it's all and like being scared of other emotions, or worried that if you, I don't know, just like a fear of real shit or something. It's like, it's always gotta be zen and kumbaya, whatever. Like that stuff creeps me out too. And then there's a lot of cults. There's a lot of new age inspired cults too, which, you know, is something like the new age stuff, spiritual stuff starts to just get really religious at a certain point where like it's does this word work? Paralleling. I'm trying to find the word where it's like emulating the religious stuff and the rules too, depending on like certain new age, I don't know, groups and stuff. It ends up just being the same thing with a different flavor. Like yeah, I also just don't believe in anyone being closer to God, you know, priests or something, or is it called the prophet in Mormonism? Still, they have a person that's basically like, yeah, you're still not allowed to drink tea because, why, you ask? Just because. My partner Sean and I actually hung out with, we had Mormon friends because Sean befriended them and was very interested in their fantastical religion, that some parts of it just sound fun, kind of like, but then I'm not really for the misogynistic, obviously not for like the misogyny in that religion, and the shame and all that. But Sean and I really like to play the Book of Mormon. But anyways, like there's certain things that are just silly about it in ways of I don't know, we were just asking them questions about it and stuff, the Mormons that visited, and we had them over for dinner, and then I think I asked them about the tea, and I thought they couldn't have caffeine. That must be what it is, and also because caffeine's almost like a drug, almost in a way, right? But it's not, because they can have Coca-Cola, and they had Coca-Cola during dinner. Like, we got it for fun, I think, and because they can have it, and they're like, yeah, no, we can have Coke, we can have pop and stuff, but I'm like, why can't you have tea then? Because I thought it was maybe the caffeine that you can't have. I think they can't have coffee either, right? Like coffee and tea. And they don't know why. There's no reason that they were given. It's just because their prophet guy, or the leader at the time, what is the Mormon leader called? People might be telling me. Yeah, what, caffeine is a drug? Not fully, not really, but it's like how sugar can be a drug, I think. Obviously, caffeine has certain properties to it that it speeds up your heart rate, or it affects your brain in a certain way that, like, other drugs, it affects it differently than other drugs, but like it manipulates, I would feel like, your brain. I don't know, it makes me hella irritated. It makes me a bitch. Caffeine makes me kind of bitchy if I have too much, so it's not good for me. But what is the leader of the Mormon church called? I have to pee. Like, this is the issue with live streaming in my car, is that I have to go to the bathroom and I can't. The president. The church is led by a president who is considered a prophet, seer, and revelator. Okay, so it's like the president of the Mormon church. I don't know. Everybody has a free choice to believe and accept what they want for themselves in their lives, and no one should push their beliefs on anyone else. Yes, Jason, I agree with that. Yep. Because LSD's the answer to everything. Huh? What are we talking about? The drugs? Believe LSD put me in touch with whatever holds everything together. Believe LSD put me in touch with whatever holds everything together. Well, if that experience, helped you, then just be careful out there. No, I actually practiced Buddhism for a girl, and then she left me. Rude. But Buddhism would be the religion that I resonate with most. But when I went to the Zen meditation in my town, there's a Vipassana meditation and then a Zen meditation, and the Zen was like affiliated with Buddhism more so, than the Vipassana meditation wasn't. The Zen one, like, there was a golden Buddha, and we had to like bow to it and stuff, and there were just certain rules, and there was a chant. It creeped me out a bit. It was just like, well, it's a ritual, it's a tradition, and it brings people together, but I don't vibe, I guess, with like the bowing down to. To me, it's almost a symbol of like, I'm not worthy. Like, I guess it's a symbol of respect, but to have this big golden Buddha statue and then be bowing to it, to me, is like idolizing it and worshiping the Buddha, when the Buddha, in my opinion, was just a human. And that's the thing that I really don't vibe with organized religions, is like certain people and humans being put on this like massive pedestal, and this like worshiping to them, and sort of like giving your own power away to people to decide rules for you, that they're also just human and, maybe corrupt even themselves. Like, the fact that, like, in the Catholic Church, do they consider the priest closer to God in any way? The fact that there's the whole issue in the Catholic Church with the abuse, of the children. That's just absolutely horrendous, disgusting, horrible. And it's like, why are we idolizing the priests when they're obviously human? Like, they're obviously not closer to God. Like, they're capable of these horrible things. And so it's just all stupid to me then at that point. Like, each of their own, do your thing. I'm also not trying to push not being religious at all. I just want to be very clear about that. It's like, it's fine for other people to, like, I don't want anyone to not believe the thing that they don't want to believe at all. But for me, it can be a little annoying when people are trying to convert me. But, it's like, you do you. The freaking pastor at my cousin's funeral that was trying to, preach to everyone, that was annoying. There's a podcast about it, with my partner Sean, talking about him trying to, like, make the funeral about him and his preaching and his Christianness. So that was, like, ridiculous. Wait, what? Taking a break from cleaning my kitchen. First thing I see is someone asking a girl if they're a girl. Jesus Christ, what happened in this country? He is my partner. I don't like the word boyfriend because we live together and we're, like, in like a marriage relationship, so it just doesn't resonate with me in the same way. I've had friends, like, I've known, before I used partner, I had a friend that had a boyfriend, but, like, someone they lived with and a long-term partner as their, like, partner's not just reserved to non-straight people, guys, but, I see why it could be confusing for people. It's gonna be husband, but I did not want to get married in October, okay? I did not want to get married in October. So we missed the timeline because I wanted to do June and we just didn't end up doing it last June. Like, a lot of things were going on in life, and I want to have a June wedding, a June eloping, because we're not doing a full wedding, we're doing a Vegas thing. So yeah, I wanted it to be in the summer, to have the anniversary in the summer. So, but fiance is just, I don't like that word. Sorry. It's too fancy. Do you think I can use that word, fiance? With what's, oh God. I just spilled on myself. Why is the mayo so liquidy? Like, the viscosity of the mayo today, it's actual water. Can you see that? Been to Vegas, seen everything, and that church is not someplace you want to get married. We've both been to Vegas, so it kind of, we've pretty much been together for almost like 8 years. Minus a few not that long separations, and Vegas was our first trip ever, I think, as a couple, because Sean's friend got married there and then we were witnesses. So it has, like, a special sort of, it's just an easy place to get married, for one thing, and then it's because it's, like, brings us back to the beginning because that was our first trip together. So that's why I wanted to do the Vegas thing. And also, just is, there's a lot of different chapels, and we're not organized people, okay? And it just seems a lot easier, and because it's in the States, I looked into it, it's like you don't have to have some separate Canadian marriage licensee thing. If you just get married there, it's valid in Canada, so that's what we're gonna do. You look like the female version of Daredevil. Oh, I gotta look that up. White Sands is where you turn around. You were saying it's past the circus, still steer clear. Why are you so desperately trying to enforce your own views? Bug death. Oh, Joa, it's fine. I feel like he is, and I got the final say in chat. Joa, Joa, just chill. For the moderation, we haven't really even gone over, like, the vibe of how I want the chat moderated ever. So, yeah, Joa, I'm fine with people, even if they are trying to, like, push their views, I don't care to, like, censor them or something or try to get them to stop. I'll just, like, ignore it or just be like, oh, that's interesting that you know, I disagree or whatever. I do like having just the, yeah, it's like I'm fine with people being like, oh, you should do this or that, if they're saying that to me. Talk to the respect or you're out here. Okay, wait, Joe, what were they saying? Did I miss something, maybe? That's how you know your moderator has a credit. What? Are you Canadian? Okay, what is going on? What is the actual beef? Was Black Death Gaming talking directly to Joa when they were pushing their views or something? What was he doing? View. No, I liked the circus comment. Bring it back. Joa, can you bring back their comments? Because I thought the circus one was fun, and I thought it's not disrespect for someone to think that I shouldn't get married in Vegas. Joa. I want the circus comment up. Wait, Joa, you're going rogue. We don't need to delete. These aren't actually disrespect comments. Oh, were you guys directly beating? The circus one was funny, I thought. But anyways, okay, guys. How do we resolve the beef? How do we resolve the beef? Joa being a little tyrant. No, it's a lot to moderate. It's a lot. When Joa's the only moderator. For sure. I'm putting my foot down on disrespect to myself. I get that. I just missed all the messages too, so I don't know what the exact beefing was, or some of the messages I have to click to see them. Unmod me because I don't get paid for the shit anyways. Yeah, I don't want to get someone to moderate too that it's people are attacking and sorry, I just feel bad for Joa, and I don't want them to be like other people were. I don't know, people like go after the mods just for them being mods too, and I don't ever want to put someone in like a uncomfortable position as well. I just feel bad. Joa is just trying to moderate, guys, and it's a lot to handle, and it's like I just don't know what's considered. I don't know, it's hard for me because like I don't mind getting like roasted and stuff, or it's like I'm just trying to figure out the vibes. Like I was having a fun time when like, I was telling Joa to, like, roast me. I was like, oh, I'm fine being roasted in that. And then, like, one live, so then I just, like, don't know. Between people and stuff, it's like I'm just having a hard time to know exactly sort of what's going on and what's, like, grounds for, like, removing a person, or if people are just sort of, like, I don't know, I don't know what should be considered, like, out of hand between two people. Just, like, people disagreeing or something, or, like, I'm fine with, like, my wedding, people being like, you shouldn't get married in Vegas, or, like, oh, it's past the circuit, or, like, whatever, but, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I just think, too, we don't need to keep targeting someone, like, lay off if it's just, if it's continuing and stuff for no reason at all, and, like, one person is just getting attacked for no reason, like, not cool with that. I don't know. I should probably go. Don't talk with your mouth full, gross. I'm going to do that because I can't keep up with both. So if you don't like that, then you'll have to keep scrolling. Let the Simpson trolls run wild. I can't be like, sorry, Joa. It's like, I can't have it too sensory. Like, if it's, I just ignore it. Like, Sean also told me to just, I don't know, I'll be the one, like, removing a comment or something, or a person, like, and Sean's like, oh, just ignore it or whatever. So I don't get offended. Like, it's funny to, like, it's like the people, too, that are just doing silly things, like Nuanced, who kept saying they wanted to see my neck or whatever. It's just, like, a silly thing. It's because I talked about how someone randomly just gave me a comment one time that said, you have a thick neck, and I didn't even know it was maybe that's, like, an insult in some way. I was like, so I was talking about that, and then Nuanced, like, even this chat, too, it's, like, referencing the neck thing, like, just because I happen to be wearing a turtleneck, it was, like, just all the comments having to do with, like, just let me see the neck, whatever. Like, I just think that's silly. Like, I don't know that. I don't think Joa would consider that, like, okay, they're being too much. But if someone just says something, a lot of times I just ignore it and it stops. Like, I have removed stuff. It's like this persistent thing that's, whatever, but I don't know. I don't even know how to moderate myself. Like, so yeah, what I said earlier too, it's like, if it's actual, excuse me, like, the rules too are, like, if it's just, like, a silly troll or whatever, and if it's towards me too, a lot of times, like, I don't really care, unless it's, like, extremely degrading, and if it's really just intense and descriptive and like, I don't know, there's, like, a certain line, obviously, where I'm like, okay, you're bye, like, let's not do that. But if it's just, like, more mild, silly stuff, I just don't really care. But if people are being, like, legitimately, just totally hateful or whatever, yeah, not vibing with that, not okay. I can't stand people put me in timeout. You're not taking away my freedom of speech. I just, how can we sort this out, guys? What? Especially when it's because you're white knighting forestry mirror. What does that even mean? Are you trying to, like, make assumptions? Can we just, like, not, comes to someone's aid? Obviously, Joa has my back, and I appreciate Joa for that reason. It's hard because when I don't really take offense, but it's obviously someone's maybe saying something that could be considered, like, it is offensive. Like, that's, like, I do have a hard time with, I didn't tell Joa exactly how they fully just wung it and have been doing so freaking awesome. And I don't know, I didn't give them instructions like to, and they're not getting paid, so I don't want to put that job onto anyone anyways. It's like a lot for a person. Okay, can we stop just targeting Joa now with random shit? It's just unnecessary. There should be no mods here. It's better this way. Problem is he wants to have your front as well. Other people, guys, if I was maybe more of a normal person, they would want it moderated exactly how Joe is moderating it. So I'm just a weird person that, like, doesn't even, I guess, interpret things as, like, insults in a way, because it's like, oh, that's, I don't know, they're just beans. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, guys. Like, it's really, it's like, what even is an insult? Like, I'm just free, my freaking, I don't know. I'm just floating in the abyss of consciousness of, like, it just starts to get really abstract. It's like, what is the meaning of anything anyways? Like, you miss if earn yourself a new subscriber. Well, thank you, Ryan. I don't know now, guys. I don't know. I don't know. The meaning of life is love, nothing more complicated, I guess. Yep. I'm just, like, having a hard time. I'm actively, this is just like this is a real live action, like, I don't know, I'm just, like, having a hard time that people are, like, beefing with each other in the chat. Like, I guess they, I do want us to just all get along, but not in, like, that's so horrible to say. I mean, I get offended when, like, I'm trying to have a voice and someone's like, just get along. We all just need to get along and whatever. Like, we need to work this out, and I don't know how. And I think it's like, could we sort of move on though too? Like, we're all human. We're all human. Joa is here with the roasts. I just want to, is Joa having fun? I just, like, don't want people to be, like, legitimately stressed or having a hard time, because I don't know, it's just like, sometimes I don't know what the vibe is. It's text. I don't know what the actual, are we having, like, a fun roast or silly, like, back and forth, or are people legitimately experiencing just, it's really not fun or benefiting them in any way, and it's just, like, not good. Take care, Alyssa. More mods would have been a better option than no mods. You'll see if you Joe's favorite. Yeah, I'm sorry, Joa. I just feel like I I don't know, I shouldn't have ever had just one moderator. I feel I shouldn't have ever just made one person deal with everything. So that was my fault. Honestly, I apologize. It should have been at least like 5 people on board, not just one person, because obviously the one person's got the whole, like, it's, you need to have other mods to have your back too, or like, it's just, it doesn't make sense to just only have one person. So I'm gonna have to get a group of mods at some point, or just try to do it on my own. I don't know, because it's also hard with other moderators too. I feel like there'd be a lot of them still not knowing what they should censor or not, really. It's just gonna be difficult. I don't know how to navigate this, guys, honestly. I really don't know. Joseph, wow, I liked it better talking about polar bear trauma. Me too, guys. Me too. Mod me, I'm always here. I don't think that's gonna go well. Sorry, random videos. I need to figure out a different thing for moderation, and I'm just sorry to Joa. Timed out his yapping. Enjoy your first day. Welcome to the internet rebel. What is Blue Death? I've always said a Clockwork Orange, but American pop is growing on me the older I get. I've always said a Clockwork. What are we having like different conversations too at the same time? Like, are we talking about just chill things as well? What's your favorite movie? Oh, is the Clockwork Orange a movie? No mods, thumbs up. Edmund mad because he got timed out for spamming Diddy. Yeah, we don't need like the word Diddy a million times. Mods ruin the fun for trolls is what they mean. Joa does not suck as a mod. He was doing his best, and like, he would be doing a perfect job for other people that aren't me, who have a weird way about them, that they're like wanting to get roasted in ways, or like the trolling is fun or silly to me. Like, yeah, I don't know how to do this. Like, I don't know. But can we just be nice to Joa, please? Can everyone just be nice to Joa? Like, they don't need to get ganged up at all, and we didn't go over how I wanted them to moderate it all anyway, and they did this so many times, guys, for me, without getting paid, and they managed shit, very well, and it's hard when you're being someone is being smirky to you on the internet, and you have the power to remove their message. Like, who wouldn't a lot of the time, guys? Who wouldn't? So let's just chill it on all the Joa criticism. Joa is fucking awesome, guys, and so stop. As soon as he apologizes, I'll be nice to him. What is he apologizing for? What exactly? Okay, Blue Death Gaming, what is the thing that were you being a little bit, do you also take responsibility, do you feel, for being snarky to Joa? I don't know how it all started. Like, I don't know if it was out of left field, or certain things started getting deleted that were like, oh, why is this specific thing getting deleted in a way? Like, I don't know. Is there a way to see maybe like, oh, this got, something got deleted, and then it was like, oh, I'm pissed, you deleted my comment, and, you know, whatever, said a snarky thing back, and da-da-da. Like, can we just, like, realize all the, I can take this shit. I know the kind of low lives it's coming from. Low lives, well, that's, it seems like we're just continuing to beef both ways. Throw me out of the chat for having conversation. Okay, so that was the thing. Because did it start with the Vegas thing? Can we just go back, guys? I sometimes breathe heavy when taking a dump, but that's off topic. Wait, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? I wouldn't call that being snarky. I would call it being truthful. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, there's a way to do it, I guess, that's like a little bit less snark. So if he doesn't want none, none, he shouldn't start none. I wasn't talking to him. I timed you out for putting up Trump 2024 5 times. Oh, I guess it's a bit of a spam. I breathe. He's calling that a conversation. Oh, I didn't realize. Wait, was someone else doing the Trump 2024? Or Blue Death Gaming? I don't think also Joa has moderated when it's been this busy ever. Like, I was planning on it being not that busy because last Wednesday, I guess I did it at a different time. Also, we need to let Joa go to sleep too when I feel bad because it's like, it's a different time zone. And, I was thinking about that too, that I didn't even consider, like, now it's freaking 1 in the afternoon here, but it's, LOL, YouTube live drama. I did not write 24 5 times. You're a liar. Okay, I think there's just a misunderstanding. It was maybe a different person or someone. I don't think Joa's lying to lie. They're not just trying to make that up. So, she's in a long-term relationship with Sean from the Canadian band. Nuance remembered that Sean was in a band. That's fun of you. Why are we talking about taking a dump, though? Is that like a expression in a way? Or is it just a silly random thing? Besides, the election is 2024, homeboy. What? I don't know. Oh, and this is a simulation of time occurring in reverse, going back to the fall from heaven. No mods is the best mode. No glasses, Neo. Bro, spamming Trump 24 5 times is not a conversation. Blue shit gaming. Sorry. It's just like, this is like petty, funny. It's just like, I love the petty. I love the petty if we are just having fun and no one's really taking everything so seriously, then the petty's just kind of funny. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, I just, I don't want anyone getting, like, PTSD from my live chat. Like, obviously that's not gonna, it's not that serious, obviously, but it's like, I don't want, people having, like, live stream nightmares, like me being traumatized from the chat. But not really. I wasn't traumatized. I was just, like, doing the live in my sleep one night. It's a lot of work to keep up with, and I would not want to be a moderator myself, ever. I would not want to have to just, like, decide and figure out. I can't make a decision. You see how crazy and chaotic I am and neurotic, and, like, I can't just, like, decide what to put on, like, my sandwich sometimes, or, like, I have actual anxiety when I'm ordering stuff for drive-thrus, but I just, like, can't decide. So I would be myself, like, a horrible moderator. If I tried to even attempt to do it, it's really difficult to decide what is what, because my rule is, like, no spam. But yeah, I'll just keep scrolling too, like, when I see I guess for me, I would want to at least give them a warning if it's just like they keep doing it and clogging up the chat, I would be like, hey, stop spamming, like it's a rule, or I'm gonna time you out or something. But there's no time to do, like, Joa is trying to keep up with like a trillion things. It was so busy, and I just feel bad because I was like saying, I was asking Joe if they were free, if they wanted to moderate, if they wanted to, but no pressure. But also, I was like saying how I was expecting it to be quiet. I'm like, oh, I actually also, you know, prefer if it's quiet, it's kind of good. Like, Sean and I did a chat. It was like so hard to keep up with, but I'm expecting it just to not be that busy, you know, on Wednesday, whatever this time. But then, like, did I set Joe up to just get like attacked for trying to moderate the spam of the chat? And it's like, I'm sorry if I did that. I'm sorry. I agree, Trump is the better option. Okay, can we... Okay, and Black Death Gaming as well as Blue Death Gaming. Oh, there's two? Oh, is that why? I'm Black Death Gaming as well as Blue Death Gaming. I did not spam anything. This is so trippy. We're in, like, the Matrix right now. We're not spamming anything. He's trying to cover his tracks because he has a crush on you and he doesn't want to leave personally. That's an assumption. So, and that doesn't make sense. Joa knows from the beginning that Sean is my partner, and we do not need to make assumptions of like why Joa's doing what he's doing based on it having to do with the rules of the chat, like to not spam the chat. That is a rule that Joa's moderating. And I didn't say the specifics of like, oh, you know, if it's this many times, but then they're also contributing to the chat and then they stop, then it's sort of okay. Like, I didn't go over those specifics. Like, I set Joa up for just insane amount of pressure, and God, I could leave right now and never think about this again. Okay. Are you a sociopath? No, I'm just kidding. Are you a sociopath? Just kidding. But are you? But okay. That's obviously not just like grounds for sociopathy. That's like, I guess you're just not a neurotic person like me, but then do Blue Death because it seems it's a deep-rooted issue for you. Can we just agree that Black Death Gaming or Blue Death Gaming spammed? Joa was moderating in conjunction to the rules of the moderation. Like, he was supposed to remove people that are spamming the chat. It was like not a clear-cut decision. If whatever the account it was, Black something gaming, if they were just continuing to spam, or if they were like also contributing, like, okay, you were spamming you did like say something 5 times, so like Joa doesn't need to get attacked for just doing his job for timing you out for that. Although I might just like, I don't know, if you stopped after that, maybe I would give you a chance or something, or I would give a little timeout. I don't know. We don't know. Because it seems a deeper... Okay, wait. Where am I? I have to pee. It's important enough for you to switch accounts to Veda time. It only comes to that. Oh, okay, I see. So they went on a different account because they were in a timeout. How long was the timeout? I'm curious. Why? So you can beg for your wrench? Are you meaning, what are you talking about there? Like, to be able to do the work with the wrench, like his job? Or is that like some sort of an innuendo of some sorts that I'm not intelligent enough to pick up on? Is she reading this chat or on Instagram? I'm not on Instagram. This woman. Say my name. Is this a trap? I don't know. It is petty. That's why I'm not letting it go. It's petty. That's honest. That's some authenticity, honesty from Blue Death Gaming that they like partaking in like the petty back and forth. FYI, I'm not joking about what you think is reality is a fallacy of the fallen. What you think is a reality is a fallacy of the fallen. Are you alluding to the fallen? Are you alluding to like the fallen, like a fallen angel in a way, of the fallen, the people that have like gone dark in a way or something? Is that what you're alluding to there? Joe is trying to start a fight for fun. We don't know that. I don't know what Joa. I'm not Joa. I couldn't know. Or Pete is even a low angle. Right, no, well, okay, I know. I have the phone balanced on my steering wheel, guys. That's how I roll. I had a tripod somewhere. I want to actually try to find it. Alyssa, 80% of racism sexual stuff is removed before others can even read it. But yeah, 80%. Are you talking about by YouTube? Or by you? So either have it in the chat with no mods or have a team mods. Yeah. I guess I rely on YouTube. YouTube censors certain things already, kind of, but like, I don't. Yeah, I need to have mods, not just one, obviously. Coming back to the. Okay, let's just ignore that. Just want to know, where did you get that shades from? They're from Temu. That's enough for now. I'm just gonna enjoy this food and take a dump later. Okay, enjoy the food. Enjoy the pizza party. Joe got pizza. It's like the best food ever. It's my favorite food, but the gluten doesn't always agree with me. The edibles for the anxiety, I've tried the edibles too. No, we talked about the marijuana stuff. Not for me, not for me. Can you shout out? No, I will not be shouting out that person. Unoriginal, someone already tried to do that one the other day, so. No. Joe, you're fired, Trump. It's like the Apprentice. That was clever. I haven't seen. I maybe watched The Apprentice like one time. It would be interesting to watch it at this point. $2 for $10 Whopper. It's 2 for $8. Random, you only begged for mods 6 times. I think 7 will do it. Okay. We're gonna remove someone who's just saying the same thing over. I don't even know how to do this. I suck. I guess I just deleted the freaking message. Or does it delete? Okay, we put someone in timeout. Was that a bit intense? I don't know. They were just like trying to get me to do this stupid, like, say something inappropriate. Like, is that grounds for, if they stopped, I guess they were spamming it. Like, if they said it one time, I don't care. Like, oh, can you shout out my friend this? And then it's like an inappropriate thing that you're saying. But yeah, they said it at least twice, so I think they don't need to be here. Oh my god. Okay, now it's just, now I'm behind. Oh god. Oh my god! I didn't realize I was that behind on this freaking chat. Okay, don't spam the chat. Who did you put in timeout? I don't know, guys. I don't know how to moderate this. Someone was spamming, so I timed them out. I have no idea how you put up listening to all these things from different people. Your mind must have been overloaded. Yeah, I need to get to the gym. I also have to pee. I could go into the Burger King, go to the washroom, and then, like, keep going, but what's worse is if you're watching a stream and you comment on something, then you realize that you're only halfway through the stream and no one knows what the heck you're talking about. Yep, I know. I'm not good at this. I'm aware. I'm, like, not good at this thing. It's, like, should probably watch someone else that's actually good at it. There's too much to keep up with. Did someone freaking donate? Oh my god, I suck. Who donated? Did I miss that? Who donated? I suck. Someone gave, like, a super chat or something. It didn't pop up on the screen, did it? Thank you for the super chat. Maybe it's in the comments on the real video. Wait, let me check on the other phone. Just a sec. That was me. Was it? I swear nothing popped up on the video. Can people choose to not, like, have it pop up and be anonymous or something? Ah. I swear. Oh my god. I swear. Maybe I gotta go into my analytics or something. Okay. Guys. Okay, Joa, I get it. Do you actually want to be moderator again? I will re-moderate you. But I just feel bad that you're not getting paid, and I put you in, like, an uncomfortable situation and stuff. I'm, like, feeling, I don't know. I'm human. I'm also not perfect, but I don't want to, like, it's like, Joe, if you really want to, I will. Okay, I guess I just didn't want you to have to, I didn't want to throw you out to the wolves, like, on your own, just, like, single moderator. Okay. Did it work? Did it work? Edmund, chill. Joe is not forcing it on me. I was not able to manage, okay? And I needed Joa's moderation capabilities. There's a lot of thoughts on the American election, and to get those thoughts, you'll have to just tune into the election night live stream that Sean and I are planning to do together, so, because I'm not gonna be able to keep up with the chat if I do that. Prepare your booty holes, chat. It's time. What did everyone think? What? Joe for president. Yes. Do you guys eat water? What are you talking about? Random videos. You can't be a mod yet because I don't know you yet. but you can send me a DM on Instagram, Alyssa Bean Me, and then I can go over the moderation preferences, I guess, because Edmund was being racist. No. I know they were being very, being insensitive to people addicted to fentanyl. I just ignored it. I didn't know how to react. I don't know what's, like, what anymore. Chat, I temporarily got fired in a fire complaint, or... I thought it was a mutual decision, Joe. Didn't you... Am I gaslighting you right now? Didn't you say... I thought you said something about you didn't necessarily want to... You said, like, I'm not even getting paid for this. Or it seemed like you wanted out in a way. Maybe not, but it seemed like Joa wanted out. I didn't just fire him. It seemed like a bit of a mutual decision. Because he was getting, like, attacked. Blue Death Gaming... If you need to leave, it's okay. But, like, Joa is moderator, and if you can't handle that, then moderators don't get paid. It's not a job. I'm sure some do for big channels. And it's time and work and mental effort. Nah, but that was Joa in panic mode. Like, I was annoyed. That's my bad. Well, dude, I would be panicked. I just wanted to not, like, make you keep moderating if you didn't want to, right? And it was, stressing you out or whatever. Impeach Joa. Guys, Jo is a girl. She said she's a girl. So can we just respect her gender, please? I know. How can you, Jason, how can you eat a whole Whopper? You've been munching on that for about an hour. Because I had 2 today. Because I had 2 Whoppers, and it takes me 2 hours to consume 2 Whoppers. Whopper an hour. Because it's a lot to keep up with. The chat, without the Whopper and just trying to keep up with the chat is a lot. But guys, I feel like I'm keeping up now because it's like everyone gets a pass for the last 20 minutes. But please no racism or sexual stuff. Good luck and have fun, everyone. Thank you. Joa, if you have to also go because you don't want to, you just like don't want to do this in general, or like you just need to go to sleep or something, like feel free, please, because I can just end it whenever at this point. Honestly, it's like I've been doing this a while and I gotta pee. Joa, can you respect his earn? No one just gets it. Politeness and thing is really good. Joa, how do you feel being misgendered by your boss? I actually have to pee so bad. I gotta go to the bathroom in the Burger King, and then I'm gonna be back, okay? Joa, are you gonna be able to hold down the fort while I'm gone? Obviously, Joa's awesome. Okay, it's 20:39, no worries. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll be back. Okay. What did I miss? Do you think I'm getting suspicious to people here sitting in my car in the parking lot? They probably have cameras or something, like, on the outside of the thing. What happened? I'm going to scroll. Oh, I like it. It's like a democracy now because Joe has been asking people if Fahrenheit was being cool. What did they say? Remember you being extremely negative? What will we do about that? Has Joa gone rogue again? What was Fahrenheit doing? They were being cool. They said Joa's back. Yay. Now it's just us. Just getting some joking revenge for my beatdown by chat. I'm so quiet, guys, now. I'm so quiet today because I realized I don't have to talk. And it's just so much more peaceful when I don't even talk, I feel. This is entertaining. I just saw do stream optimism. Thanks, Rebel Duster. I do stream pretty often these days. I try to do every Wednesday a Whopper Wednesday stream. I already ate the Whoppers, so... But my partner, Sean, and I know some people, one person doesn't like the word partner for boy. It's not a boyfriend. Sam, stop. What is happening? Sean and I are doing a live tomorrow for Halloween is our plan, and then for election day, I'm trying to figure out what time to start because we're Pacific Standard Time. When is the American election? When do they reveal it? It might take more days, actually. See, chat? I'm providing nice, quiet chat for you. I'm gonna be Yoko Ono, and Sean's gonna be John Lennon. Black Death Gaming! Oh my god, you're so nice. Have a wonderful wedding. I hit you with a subscribe because you put up with me. Now I'm gonna go clean my kitchen. Thank you so much for the donation. $9.99 from our friend Black Death Gaming here. It was fun. The petty, like, back and forth stuff with Joa, and it was fun. It was entertaining, and good job cleaning your kitchen. You do awesome. So I need to clean my kitchen, actually. That reminds me. You need a haircut. I know. Ugh. It's like ratty and gross right now. I need to get my brush and brush it out. We love you, Joa. Thanks, lads. Oh, yes, we do. Thank you, guys. for supporting Joa, my one moderator. Okay, Zachary, can you stop? Because I will put you in a timeout. I'm not gonna unalive myself. We don't need to be worried about that. Now have a good day, lady. Thank you. You too. You too, bud. Warm water conditioner. Oh, warm water and conditioner should do the trick for the hair. Yeah, I used a clarifying shampoo last time. It kind of dries out my hair, so. Are you gonna let yourself go when you get married? I've already, I feel like I've already let myself go in ways, but not. What is that? Does that only allude to like weight? Is that it? Because that's what I think of. It's like, oh, they let themselves go. You know, they gained a bunch of weight or something. I don't know. I guess I just alluded to. I've done the letting myself go in a way of like I let myself. I was like insane and toxic in ways that weren't good because my partner and I have been together for we're basically have been in a marriage since the beginning. Like I said, the first month I think I said, maybe not the first month, but early on it was like I said I would marry him. Yeah, I said that. Okay, I'm being vulnerable. Ew, gross. Okay. I let myself go cray, and then I brought myself back because I learned things. And I learned about gaslighting, guys. I used to gaslight, but then also Sean, he gaslights too at times. We don't really, he was like doing a thing the other day, and then I learned how to not partake in the gaslight tango, and I disengaged and it was chill. It was like a mild gaslighty thingy, but not serious. How did we get on gaslighting again? I don't know. It's like getting to be the time that I put on my lip chap. Oh no! No! I only have the Vaseline. I had actually purchased a real chapstick because someone was talking about my lips being chapped. And I realized the chapstick would probably help rather than just Vaseline. And I thought I brought it today. It's in my pocket. But I swear I put it in this thing, but I didn't. So it's just Vaseline, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to allow more in the chat. That's the way I go, I think. But I draw the line on sexual, race, and stuff, or direct cussing towards me, guys. That's fair. I agree. Thank you, Joa, for moderating. Hello from New. Nice to meet you, too. Oh, my God. I'm 30 years old. A book on gaslighting. How can they get away with that and charging for it? Haha. You sound all over the place with that answer. Maybe you should talk to a counselor first before tying the knot. It's because the knot's already been tied because it's like we're going on. It's almost been 8 years, guys. So I can't relate to like, are you gonna do this when you get like, are you gonna let yourself go when you get married? Like I've been married. The marriage thing. Sorry to offend anyone. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid in a way because it's like nothing changes. Nothing changes besides the government being like, now we're gonna make your taxes, you know, suckier, and we agree that you like each other. Like, is that all that it is? Because that's how I feel. And things will change if you change it for yourself. Grow up. Grow up. Exactly. Nothing changes when you get married except for the fact that something goes wrong. Somebody gets to get their hands in your wallet. Exactly, Jason. And I don't like that. I don't know. When people try to take advantage of the other person, like, what's fair should be fair. But to me, when there's really messy divorces, it's like, why? It's evident that the people probably shouldn't have been married in the first place. So then it makes sense they're divorcing. But it's like, I don't know. That's what it is. It's like, I don't ever want to have, I don't think I could have a messy divorce in my life because I have too much respect for, I'm not divorcing Sean. What the fuck is going on? This is hypothetical, but it's like, why I haven't cared about the marriage thing too is it's like, because you can get divorced now, it is meaningless anyways, kind of. You can just get divorced. Like, it's just a paper. It's just a thing. You get a ring that you could just still have not being officially married, and that was kind of dumb. But I guess I'm just tired of saying partner instead of husband, and I could just say husband. Should I just start saying husband? But then when I do, like, the marriage vlog, when I do the Vegas wedding marriage vlog, people are gonna be like, weren't you already married? If I just start saying husband and acting like I'm married, they're gonna not be excited for the vlog. Okay, I give you advice from a good place, but you know your situation because you live in it. But do think about it. Being girlfriend and boyfriend is different to being married. I know, Dracula. I appreciate you sharing your advice and contributing to the chat, but that's why I don't say boyfriend, though. Like, I say partner, and then there's sometimes people are like, what do you mean partner? Or, oh, so you mean your boyfriend? But it's like, no, I don't mean boyfriend. I mean partner. I mean, like, 8-year-long partner that we're basically married, but we're not. So that's where it's like, yeah, I do agree. Obviously, like, boyfriend, girlfriend's different. And that's why it's, like, not that, though. It's partner to marriage. Everything's meaningless anyways. Like, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you for all the likes. Oh my god, it's like the most likes on a live ever, or just for a long time. There's 105 likes, I guess, because I've also been going so long. Should probably go to the gym. What are your thoughts on Kamal announcing that she will publicly... I'm glad I didn't finish that sentence. Is that actually something? Was there a word salad that she mixed up her words and she actually said that she was... I don't think that happened. Okay. If it's meaningless to you, don't do it. Marriage is a path to meaningful life. Yeah. It's meaningless, but it's not, sort of. It's like, I want to, like, declare our own marriage thing. That's not the same as... It doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter, obviously, but it's kind of annoying when it's perceived as not as serious, because culturally it's just decided upon that marriage is the ultimate commitment in a way, and that if you're boyfriend, girlfriend or something, it's less of a thing because it's not marriage. And so I don't know, it's just, like, annoying if other people don't take it as seriously, but who gives a fuck about them? So it's fine. But it's like, sometimes you feel like you can't express properly or say how it actually is. If this is making no sense, like, whatever. But when I say my partner, it just hits different than my husband, right? I want a hubby. I do want to be able to be like, This is my husband. Like, I have a husband too. Okay. Who's competing here? I don't know. I think it's my ego. I don't know what's happening. Oh, so you have commitment issues. I see how it could be perceived that way, Andrew, but it's like we're already so there's no more of to commit to. Like, the marriage doesn't change. We're already common law too, so it doesn't the marriage doesn't do anything different. Boring semantics because of the laxative part. What? It's coming back to Matrix Keanu Reeves. There's been like different eras of this chat that have picked up on that, which is fun, which I wasn't going for that. I was just going for like 90s male of some sort with the outfit, which goes with, I didn't find out yet when the first Matrix came out. Did it come out after the 90s? When? Doesn't even matter, who cares? Then I'm getting behind on the chat. I feel like I need to sing because it's been a while. 1999, The Matrix. Thank you, Joa. Remember to subscribe. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this and you do want to stick around for more, the way to do that would be to subscribe. And if you are liking this and want to support in a way that doesn't cost you anything, would be to just like the video, I guess, and the algorithm would it would be in favor of the algorithms. I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to promote myself. I feel ick about it a lot of times. It's probably the imposter syndrome. Imagine enjoying pizza without garlic powder. Huh. Did stream workout? Yeah, I should probably go to the gym. Keep up. I should go to the gym, and I have like this weird window with the gym because I have not. Does anyone else have like shame, guilt almost that they're like letting down the spin class instructor when they don't show up for spin class? I don't know. It's been so many months and I gotta change his name. I don't want to say his real name. Let's just say Kevin. Kevin at the gym who teaches spin class. He just like would get to know who would regularly go, or not even regularly. He just seems very extroverted and welcoming. So like he knew me by my first name and everything. And I used to go to spin class and then I just totally disappeared. And then there's times where I was regularly going and then I'd miss some classes and it'd be like, where were you? Like in a healthy, just encouraging way, or just like, oh yeah. And I just feel this pressure to, I don't know, show up. Anyways, this makes no sense because I haven't said the point of it to make it make sense. The spin classes are Mondays and Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. So it's 2:00 p.m. So I constantly am always avoiding the gym at times that Kevin might be there to start the spin class. Like he would get there a bit earlier before the class started. Like I usually the gym's off limits for me from like 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays for the fact that I don't want to see Kevin and him be like, oh, how come you're not doing the spin class or something? Like he wouldn't even care. Is it narcissistic of me to like even stress at all about that I'm letting Kevin down? Because it's something I think about. It's like, what if he's worried? It's so stupid of me. It's like, what if he's like, what happened to her? Okay, this is what I hope. This is such a neurotic, I just like feel weird for being like this, but I'm trying to just accept it. And I don't know, we're doing that by just like exposing myself on the interwebs of how neurotic I am about this. I'm like, oh, he has the ability to see when you've last been in the gym. So it's like, he can see that I didn't just die and disappeared. He can probably check when I last logged in. Because I feel like that was mentioned one time at some point, that I just know that they have the ability to do that or something. And then I'm like, what? It's so narcissistic of me. What if he's like, there's no fucking way he's offended, but what if it's like, oh, so she goes to the gym often, but she's not going to my classes anymore. Like, oh, so she didn't just move away, switch cities or something, and she's not at the gym anymore. Like, she's actively here almost every day, but avoiding my class. Like, why? What did I do? And I'm obviously projecting all my shit onto onto Kevin, because I might be like, I don't know, it's my fear of abandonment, I guess. Like, it's me putting myself in that situation and being like, oh, this person abandoned my thank God they abandoned me. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Shoot McGavin. Let Kevin down. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. You are awesome. Yeah, it's something that I actively have a hard time letting go. Do you guys also know why it's built up so much now, why I also just can't bring myself to, well, first of all, I don't like working out at 5:30 p.m. Like, I was people pleasing to go to Kevin's spin classes in a way. Like, I was going for my own self because I really, really liked the classes, but I hated that it was at the time that it was at, because I like to work out first thing in the morning. Excuse me. So it was like 5:30 p.m. during rush hour too, and I don't like driving in rush hour. And then I would go the whole day without working out, and then I would miss it a lot because I would get demotivated and stuff. But oh no, I'm gonna forget my tangent. So I stopped going for that reason, but I want to like go back. There is a class Saturday morning, but now it's because I would get like socially anxious in the classes too. Because Kevin was just so nice and welcoming, I felt seen. I felt seen by Kevin, but too much that it was like, I gotta be on, I gotta like appear normal. And it was like, I'm just socially anxious, and when you just want to be ignored, right? When you want to be completely ignored you don't want attention because you have shame or something, or you're just like, oh no. I also have like the fear of blushing if people know about, so then it's like, when there's attention on me at all anyway, sometimes that just like triggers me I have a fear of getting embarrassed in front of people, and then like the attention triggers the like, oh, I feel exposed, and then like I just get all embarrassed just by that, and it's like, God, I just don't need to be like a weirdo in front of Kevin, or like, I'm trying to accept that it's not weird, or just, okay, just be you. If you is just like nervous freak, like, just, it's fine, it's okay. But I just, now too, I feel like there's gonna be so much attention towards me because I've missed months and months and months of spin class. Like, I've disappeared from Kevin's universe, and like that I didn't really matter much at all anyways. Like, why am I so, it's just, he did make note of who was showing up and like made efforts to during the class be like, come on, Alyssa, you got this, go harder, whatever. And so it's like, it's obviously not going to go unnoticed. For one thing, if I show up randomly like 10 months later, it's not going to go unnoticed. Kevin's going to be like, Alyssa, oh my gosh, where have you been? Like, it's good to see you. It's just, it's going to be more attention than usual than when I was regularly going and I could just do like a quick interaction. I just, like, I have social anxiety, but I need to not care. I tend to do the like vocal fry to calm. I realized it's a way to calm myself. Like, I talk when I'm talking to Sean all the time. We're always like, hey, like, yeah, I don't know. it's like, yeah, maybe we could do that. And like I'm always doing it, and I realize it's actually, I think it like triggers my vagus nerve, which calms me down, and like that just feels right now. It's just like, I'm just like socially anxious. Like Kevin thinks I'm a fucking weirdo, and like who cares? But whatever. Like, why do I care so much? This is weird. Okay. That happened. Sorry, I've been totally away from the chat. So that triggers you get you're broadcasting yourself live for attention. Make it make sense. I don't know if I'm doing this for attention. I am and I'm not. Actually, I started off the live saying something about that I was trying to get attention in a way. Obviously though, both things can be true. Like, you cannot want attention in certain ways and then want attention, like want to be an entertainer in other ways, or want to broadcast yourself, and you're okay with like this type of attention. I'm way more in control with this type of attention, for one thing, but I feel trapped in other situations that I don't have control over. Like, if I wanted, I could just shut this off. I could just be like, bye. I could be like, actually, no. And just like, click, like I've fully disappeared. The anxiety of it all is not being able to just disappear sort of from the moment in a way. But then also, I don't know, being just, there's just something. It's because, okay, this is what it is. I'm fine with appearing crazy, weird, not normal, anxious, neurotic. I'm fine with all that on here. In real life, I do have a huge fear still internally of it. Just, I go into automatic placating mode and feel like I'm hiding something, or I feel inferior. I make myself small, like, because on here, I just say it. It's like, oh, I'm anxious right now. And I can just be myself on here, but I don't feel like I can be myself in other situations. Like, Kevin also just seems nice and not, say, judgmental, or like, he doesn't seem, it's just, he doesn't seem like a bro. I was talking about the gym bros the other day and how it seems like, you know, they're less, they get like triggered by emotions sometimes, or just like someone, if I were to be like more honest and congruent with how I'm feeling in a way, it'd be like, oh, how have you been? You know, I'd be like, oh, been real anxious, but it's okay. You know, we're good. Good thing I'm here. It helps with the anxiety. I don't know. It's just like hard to not, I don't need to be fully honest like that in a way, but I don't know how to do it where it's like, I don't have to just dissociate from my body and appear fine and normal. It's like, yeah, good. Like, I'm hiding something. I don't know. I just need to be okay with, like, if I appear a certain way to them, just like nervous and for no reason, I need to just be okay with that. But Kevin, it does not even seem like the regular like gym bros that I'm scared of, where it's like they're more simpletons and simpleton mentality, and it's just like, also like, anxiety doesn't even exist, like, you know, it doesn't even exist, or you believe in it and that's why it exists, but it's just like excuses and bullshit, and you're just like, that's just an excuse. Like, Kevin's not like that at all, it seems, but I don't know, I just can't help but feel different, which is fine to feel different, but I can't help but feel like an alien around all these people in spin class, and I'm obviously like misperceiving them as so perfect or normal in a way. Like, everyone's got their shit. Like, Kevin probably has anxiety too, okay? Most of us like have anxiety. Maybe the psychopaths don't, okay? But we know what it's like. But like, for me, it's just like this whole other experience that I experienced that I'm hiding because people, I don't know. I don't want to like, I don't know. They just aren't used to it. They think that it's a cultural thing that like, to, I don't know, hide those honesties or things and ways, but it's like really, I'm just walking around trying to be sometimes like the fake mask self, but it causes me so much stress to do that. And yeah, I've ignored the chat. I mean, I'm a gym bro, and I got unceremoniously fired. Oh dear, then beat down and rehired again. Oh my god. Well, that's great, you got rehired, but fired and then beat down. Well, that, you've been through the ringer, dude, so good on you. Kevin isn't, he teaches spin. What's a switch hitter mean? Is that just like a sketchy, violent? I know. It's the childhood trauma, obviously. That's, oh, switch hitter, baseball. Switch hitter is a player who bats both right-handed. It's just like yeah, it doesn't matter, but I have to fully get over the stress of it all. I have to be totally okay. This is what I have to be totally okay with, guys. I wish we could fully roleplay, but it's just text for you, but I guess I'll have to play. I wanted someone to like ask me how I am, so I don't have to play both fucking roles, but I'm gonna have to. Okay, so here we go. I'll do glasses and then not glasses. So who should Kevin be no glasses and then I'll be glasses, or the other way around? I guess we'll do Kevin with the glasses, just so you can see more of my facial expressions. Alyssa, how have you been? But I don't know. Like, sometimes he makes fun remarks about things, but it just, like, I don't like the attention in ways, or I want to like the attention. I used to like the attention, but I'm uncomfortable about it now. Like, I used to want to be the center of attention, life of the party. But so I'll be wearing certain things. Like, one time it was just like, oh, Michael Jordan, how's it going? Or, you know, loving the shorts. Like, I was looking like a basketball player because I had certain shorts on and high socks or something. So he makes sometimes comments on what I'm wearing. So it's like, but let's just say he didn't even do that this day. He's just like, Alyssa, oh my goodness, like, hello stranger, where have you been? Welcome back to Spin. Whatever he says, he's whatever. This is me. Or no, okay, let's just do him. Okay, this is so neurotic. Let's just do him being like, how you been? Just how you been? This is me. This is what I have to be okay with. So anxiety, just like crazy freaking chemicals pumping through my veins, adrenaline, just like, because I'm just like, I don't know. Okay, be normal. Like, oh, I don't want to have attention on me. Like, and then, so I'm feeling that, and it's like, Alyssa, how have you been? Oh my gosh, long time no see. Hi, good. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to not do, when I do the fake mask thing, I'm losing the energy and the ability to do it, and it's making me sick because it's like incongruent with who I actually am as a person, and it's like, it's kind of like abusing my inner child in a way, because it's like, you're wrong, hide what's actually going on with you in your body, and just like completely fake it and appear normal, right? So it's like me, if I were to, what was it? Okay. Yeah, if I were to just like do like, hey, good, yeah, have you been? Like, and it's just like this fake ick thing. It's like my voice goes up, I'm just doing the fake thing. Like, I just want to be real, but my real me, because in that moment, a lot of times, I'm usually like having a lot of anxiety and just like not feeling great. Like, my real self would be to not fake anything, but it might just be like a stutter, or just like, I would just go ferociously red and just be like, and not be able to answer properly because all these chemicals are like taking over my brain, and I might appear, I don't know, this happened one time when I was like just accepting myself, and like I just couldn't do the fake thing anymore. Like, I couldn't even actually have the energy to do it. Like, I was just like getting more in tune with my body and how I was actually feeling, and I just like got stuck. Like, my brain I was like, I don't know, I just got stuck. And so I have to be totally fully okay with that experience, I feel. And as soon as I don't give a shit, because it doesn't matter at all if Kevin thinks I'm a weirdo, or if he whatever, who cares what he thinks for one thing. But like, if I just like am awkward, I go super red for no reason, and it's like, I don't know, I've been real anxious, actually anxious right now, but good thing I'm gonna be exercising because it'll help with anxiety. Okay, yep, that's what's going on with me. I don't know, if I were to just be more my actual, like, how I am on the lives, and just $10, she calls him Kevin when she sees him. I feel like to be actually fully calm in my body for that experience not to happen, like what I said about my brain getting stuck, like just not even being able to answer the question, like being worried so much about what Kevin thinks of me or everyone else around, thinking, is she okay? Is she having a seizure? I have to be fully okay with that happening, I feel, to not have that happen. Like, to just be calm, because the only fear is something like that happening. Like, it would just be the worst if that were to happen. Like, that's pretty much all that my anxiety is about. And then also worried of offending people or something. But that's more so, I don't know, if I'm having like actual full, like going to a dinner party and I show who I am and I say how I feel about things, and then I offend people, or they think things of me or something. You know, that's the other fear, is like offending people in some way, or them thinking things of me. But the big, just ultimate fear of my social anxiety is having just looking just so, and just going bright red for no reason. And because it just, when I'm so anxious, like, that happens. And just basically it's just like a fear of like people just thinking I don't know, like. But now saying this all out loud, like, I've never actually done this full extent of analyzing it in this way, and like the role play thing, and like if I were to go be awkward, like, honestly, people, you'd think they would just be like concerned, like, would they really be thinking like, what a stupid idiot, or what a weirdo, or like she's like creepy and weird because why is she like blushing, like, does she have a crush or something on Kevin, or is she weird? Like, I just like hated my blushing being interpreted as you like that person and you're, it just like sucks, because then it's like this whole extra OCD thing too, of like feeling like I'm doing something wrong because I like blushed. I don't know. I get why people think I'm crazy. Like, it's fine. So that's why I avoid spin class. That was like, but oh god, the ultimate would be to not go to spin class, but to go to the gym at the same time as spin class. So I would see Kevin and he'd be like, oh hey, you're back doing spin. I'm like, actually, I'm just working out, I'm not doing spin. Like, why there's a fear of just like people thinking I'm up to no good too. Like, I have the social anxiety when I have to return something, that I'm doing something wrong, like worried they're gonna think that I was just being weird in a store one day because I was neurotic about a sweater, whether I really liked it or not. And then I left the store and then I went back, and then like just caring what the person, they think I don't know, I'm just judgmental of my own neurotic behavior. So it's like, I can't decide. So I sort of leave, and it's like, I go back again and then get it, even though I told the girl that it didn't work out. But then it's like, oh, I lied to her now. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, guys. Nightman, LOL. Oh my god, thanks for joining. Do you want to be another moderator? Because Joe has been like handling this shit on his own, and you said you want to moderate, didn't you? We all came here to find out when the next podcast episode is going to be. Maybe 2 eps every week. One with you and Sean. I want to just do every podcast episode now with Sean because I think it went so much better. But I'm glad you enjoyed you were waiting for the last episode that had both of us. So I hope you enjoyed. Keep waiting for it to bust into full musical mode. Oh my gosh! I need to bust into full musical mode. I gotta do copyright free music though. So like what? I could play, actually, I need like a good copyright free YouTube library sort of song to sing to, but can't remember any off the top of my head. They're actually good to sing to. These better be copyright free or they're gonna claim my whole freaking however 2-hour long video. These are all supposed to be copyright free. I can't sing to that. I need to do like one so I can do improv song. Yes, fam people are too busy living their own lives to be focused on yours. Get out of your own head. None of us matter to the other. I know. I'm aware. I'm so cognitively aware that it's like, who cares? But there's just like this intense, innate just fear that it's this fear that I'm going to be kicked out of the tribe in some way, that like I am going to have this like really weird experience that I just like have a panic attack. I guess I just like really don't like people watching me have my own panic attack. But if it's happening and I'm like turning really red and this and that, I'm just gonna have to be on it. Like I have to, because I would just normally just like hide it and like suppress the thing instead of just letting it be there, right? Just let it be there. I'm just going to have to be like, oh, sorry, I'm having a panic attack. It's just, I haven't felt safe to do that. So I choose to, with certain people, not express that I'm having those things at all, like anxiety or panic attack. But if I don't give a shit, if they judge me for it or care, then it's fine. And I can still just be me regardless. I hate at this point trying to be something for other people. I hate it. And that's why I don't go to spin class right now, because I just like fall into, I've still been in that mode, and then it's like I hate that icky feeling of like pretending to be a thing and not just like being with my body, right? Like being present with my body. So I don't want to experience like masking, I guess, in a way. So then I just avoid it because I'm not ready to just drop the mask entirely, right? So Nightman, Nightman, do you want to be mod too? I'm going on a date soon, Alyssa. I have to get going. Take care and see you. Oh my goodness, that's exciting. You're going on a date. I hope it goes very well. Thank you so much today for moderating, and through the ups and downs. I know we had our little situation with Dark Man Gaming or something. Like, I hope it's all good. I know that it was just like a lot today, so I do really appreciate you being moderator again, and take care. Thank you. Okay, I appointed Nightman LOL for moderator. I can, if you don't actually want to be moderator, but I think you did say it in a different live, if you don't want to have the one task of moderate, well, it's a lot of, it gets wild out here. Joa was like the only moderator, so at times, Nightman LOL, you're also going to be like the only moderator, because I only have 2 moderators in total. I need to get more. We had a little falling out. You threw me to the wolves. I'm kidding. I did though. Hello, Nightman. There's no hierarchy, or however you spell that word. You're welcome to join the team. You're well spoken and positive. Well, thank you, Joa. Okay. Why did you Kamala the podcast question? We never got the answer to when the new one's coming out. Oh, did I Kamala the I Kamala'd it. I like that. That's hilarious. I word saladed it. We never got an answer. The new ones. It should be Sunday. So I've been making a list of topics. Actually, I have to add like something about traffic to the topics that I wanted to bring up. I didn't add it to the list yet. When someone doesn't let you pass. You look like Aunt May from Spider-Man. She was 20. I forget what she looks like. Guys, I should probably get going to the gym. Oh, why are they showing me? Was she younger in a different version of the thing? It just keeps showing me, this girl, but wasn't Aunt May, like, old? It's also sort of showing... Okay, there's this, I guess they're showing her besides, like, was the old character, the older one. You doing okay? Just noticed you've been on for a while and you're going through some rants. Just don't feel bad about it. Yeah, I just get, like, stuck. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing, too. It's, like, I just lose reference of all time and space, and I just exist in the present, I guess, kind of in a way, like, but also going on rambles. But I'm, like, in... The lives are very stimulating in ways. They're just, like, contemplating my own thoughts during the lives and talking about things. And then I get distracted by that in a way. And then I don't get on with my day. So I actually think I'm going to have to go. My ADHD is awful. I'm sorry to hear that. There's a lot of good stuff on YouTube about how to manage it. Sometimes it's just, like... Sometimes it just feels like there's only so much you can do with it, to work with it, I guess. Like, you have to accept some things about just, like, your brain being neurodivergent, just staring at the void. Can relate, no concept for future direction. You'll do fine. I think there's obvious removes or something. Yeah, Nightmare LOL. I guess I should go down the guideline. Yeah, I didn't give you any guidelines for moderating. It's what Joa was doing. Because some of the, like, I just ignore a lot of the comments. I know there's always just, like, a bunch of, like, sexualized sort of comments at times here and there, and I just tend to ignore it. If it's persistent, though, and it's, like, really, it's not just more silly, and it's, like, more descriptive and just degrading and, like, more offensive in a way. Although I just, like, I just ignore it for my own self. So it's, like, hard to it's hard to moderate myself or to, like, tell moderators how to moderate in ways, because there's certain things that I'm, like, just silly trolling. I like to get roasted. I don't remove that stuff. But if it's, like, very, very sexualized and, like, descriptive sexualized and stuff like that, but the silly stuff about, like, show me your feet or something, or, like, it's just funny too. Like, some people are just, like, I don't think they're actually into that. It's just, like, a joke too, at times. So that stuff, it's whatever, fine. You don't need to, like, remove that. But more serious stuff that's quite inappropriate, and then obviously, like, racist, like, actual just full-on racist things and stuff like that. It's just, like, hard now with what's considered hate speech at times, because, like, just my nuanced opinions of gender, people would think is just transphobic, and maybe other lives with certain people, like, they would be removed if I was, like, commenting, just being like, oh, well, I think this, I don't know. Actually, they probably wouldn't, if they were willing to have discussion of it, they wouldn't remove, it's just hard, like, stuff that I say, people think it's, like, transphobic. So then sometimes it's like I don't know how to other people would consider things racist that aren't, but it's like, so it's like blatant actual racism. It's just here, it's a little bit more, like I said, I like to get roasted. Like, so if someone, it might seem disrespectful to me, like, it's just silly and funny to me. Like, I'm fine with, like, certain, like, insults in a way, as long as, again, it's not, like, degrading, like, racist stuff. But even today, at the beginning, someone was, so yeah, they were, like, saying I need to, apologize for, it was basically, like, racism towards a white person in a way, kind of, you know, but I wasn't, like, offended. I was just like, oh, that's just doesn't make sense. Like, they're like, you need to apologize for slavery or whatever, and that, like, I'm not removing that stuff. Especially, like, if stuff's just directed at me, like, I don't care. I'll be the one to remove that. If it's, sorry, this is, like, I don't know how to tell someone how to, I can't come up with the rules for moderation right now, because there's, like, so many variables, so I could never be a moderator myself. I guess I have to moderate at times, but I could not have that role, because I would just be like, I don't know if I should remove this or not, or I just use your own discretion, but knowing that it's a little bit more, like, here, it's not just, unicorns and rainbows. It's like, sometimes we roast each other for fun and stuff like that. So anyway, sorry. That was to Nightman LOL, who is now moderator. Sean is so funny with troll comments. Yeah, he is. Yeah, because the troll, okay, that's, yeah, so we don't censor trolling, like, you know, just silly, innocent trolling. We don't censor that stuff. So, because that just, like, makes it fun. Like, I need that in the chat a bit too. Like, I vibe off that shit. It's just funny. And a lot of times the trolls, like, I untrolled a troll because okay, the Burger King worker, she's delivering a burger to someone's car, and she looked in my direction, and I don't even think she saw my actual car, but I got paranoid that she thinks I'm up to no good, that, like, I'm suspicious, because I've been here for, how many hours is 213 minutes? YouTube won't tell me how many hours I've been on, but, anyways, that was a sidetrack. Yeah, I'm like, was she looking at me suspicious? Was she like, why is she still here? You know, is she, like, selling drugs or something, or just being a crazy neurotic person? And you know what? Who cares? I'll be that. Like, we're exposing to triggers today of, you know, social anxiety triggers of people thinking that I'm doing something wrong or weird or up to no good. I need to just do exposure therapy, I think. Like, I need to purposely do things, I don't know, that just socially awkward things, right? And just be okay with it. I just was never at the point, I was never close to getting over it before. Like, where I am now in my life, I'm getting closer and closer to actually being able to partake in the exposure therapy and not want to crawl to my skin after that happens for weeks and, like, ruminate about it. Like, before, I couldn't do a thing and just have maybe a little mild rumination and then actually move on and process it. Like, I couldn't do that before, and certain things get stuck still with me, like different triggers, but, excuse me, just with the lives, like, I used to just have a hard time letting go of, I don't know, it's just trying to be perfect in the lives in ways, or like, oh god, I wasn't good with that, or I didn't handle that good, or I'll probably have a rumination about it. We're not gonna lie, okay, I'm not fully over that, I'm sure. I'm probably gonna be like, oh, when I, like, demoted Joa from moderator, and then this, I don't, it's just like, okay, anyways. Okay, Grimy, Reapy, you cannot spam the chat. If you don't stop, I will have to give you timeout. So that's how I do it. Okay, Nightman took care of it. Thank you. Sometimes I give them a warning, but not if it's already a million spams. It's like you had your chance to not keep doing that already. Like, that's a bit much. Social anxiety, the whited do the darnest things. You're in the matrix. I am, and I gotta break out. Yes, you need to hit the gym. Yes, I do. God, I'm trying to avoid Kevin, and it's 2:37, and Kevin's gonna be there, like, 4:30, so I should probably go now. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for chilling. Thanks for all the likes. Oh my god, it's like the most likes I think I've gotten on a live stream. 141 likes. $23.60 Canadian in donations. Thank you. Although at least 30% of that is going to go to the YouTube overlords. Boo on them. And if people used Apple Pay, another 20% of their donation would go to Apple. Like, that's a whole rant that I want to do about the donations, like the big cuts on donations that YouTube takes, and they don't show what's actually going to me on the live. Like, 2360, the last time I checked my analytics after, what's on the screen now, that amount, for me it's in Canadian dollars, 2360. What's on the screen now it's a deception, because YouTube is taking like a big portion, like a 30% portion. So just so you guys know, I did, if people do want to donate in the future, I get though the whole people donate because their comment pops up and their name pops up or something on like my chat. It shows their name and everything. Like, that's a perk of the donating through the live stream like app and everything, and then having that 30% cut go to YouTube. The desire in still doing that is because you get your comment read for sure. It shows up on my screen and everyone else sees that you've donated. But if you're looking to just support the channel in general, I didn't realize my donation button in my channel description like wasn't working for years now. And so there's a link in my homepage. There's a link to like a PayPal donation button right on my homepage of YouTube, but I started putting you know what? Sorry, I know I was gonna go, and I know this is excessive of a live stream. Like, I keep going. It's like, I should get to the gym. I know I should. I know. But I have to just say this now that I'm on this, because it's annoying, because I need to know too if other people here, even if you guys have channels and you experience this, like, let me know. So you can add a link to your channel homepage along with other links, like to your Instagram or whatever, and it's like a full-on clickable link. That works perfectly fine on my channel homepage. But in the description now, it seemed like it used to work, but now any freaking link I try to do, like, I tried 3 different links to take to like a way to donate to me. And both the PayPal ones, there's 2 different types of PayPal donation button links. Like, when you click it, it says this organizer's page is broken. It's not, because like the other link works just fine. Like, I think YouTube has blocked ways. They're not gonna like me for saying this, and if they censor me, whatever, like, you suck, karma will get you, YouTube. But I'm gonna expose this. It seems like, from my experiences, no matter how many links I tried, it was like this, it would not let the person donate to me besides going through YouTube itself in a way. Like, they couldn't click the thing on my description. So I just I didn't make it a URL clickable link now. I just literally said, like, copy and paste this into your browser, because it won't work either way. That's for PayPal. I was using a website called Ko-Fi before, or Ko-fi, to do it. And then that one, apparently, it does seem to work on the iPhone. Like, if you clicked the link in the description on iPhone, it would take you straight to Ko-Fi. But then on my laptop computer, same link, everything, to my personal homepage where you can like donate to me. it just goes to like the Ko-Fi homepage, like the general homepage, and then there's no way to find me. Like I've even tried typing in my username and mine won't come up. Like I don't know, it's really obscure. So also that website's like way less known. It's like a type of a Patreon in a way, but it's way less known. So I'm like, I would be curious to test other, I don't know any other ways to sort of donate with donation links, but the Spotify link works fine. The Patreon link works fine. I don't know if YouTube's picking up on like the keywords donations before I put the link. Like it's just weird that it says okay, that's really appropriate. It's just weird that it says it will not, it's like organizers pay, the page is broken, but that link works perfectly fine anywhere else. So it just seems like YouTube's fucking with people trying to get donations outside of YouTube, outside of them taking a 30% cut on a donation. It's like, sorry, I'm not all like money hungry or anything, but it just seems a bit immoral to take that much off a donation, especially when you have millions of people. Like if you took a 5% cut, you'd still get millions and millions of dollars. Like a 5% cut of every single time a person donates to someone on YouTube, you'd still get so many gazillions of dollars. And then it's like, these are donations on top of the revenue that YouTube is already getting from the user's content. Maybe I guess live streams don't have as much like monetizable content besides getting donations, but of all the YouTube videos, you know, and the Google AdSense, it's like they're already making, it's like, can you just give us one thing? Just like let us keep our own donations. Like, can you just give us one? Can we just have one win? Can we have one? Anyway, okay, that's my rant, and I gotta go. And the friggin' chat's getting really inappropriate. So yeah, but thanks Nightman LOL for also being moderator, but I'm sorry for the friggin' chaos that has ensued on the chat that is so hard to keep up with when you're like the only moderator. So anyways, I'm going to the gym. My gym bag's packed. I swear, okay, I'm going. Here's the gym bag. I don't need to go home first. Was feeling a bit self-conscious about walking to the gym with the pajama pants, but I'm exposing myself today, okay? I'm exposing myself. We're dealing with the social anxiety. We're not giving a shit that we're wearing pajamas as pants. And anyways, love you guys. Okay, bye. Wait, did you even say when the podcast says Sundays? I try to upload Sundays, so I am planning to upload the next episode on Sunday. It was late this week because I had a migraine. So I think I ended up posting it on Monday, but it's supposed to come out Sunday. Okay, haven't recorded yet though, Nightman. But plans to record it after Halloween. Okay, love you guys. Bye.